Fuck the DBA. Fuck the DBA. Fuck the DBA. Dumb bitch asses. Fuck the DBA. To the ladies in the sector, shake that ass, 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 shake that ass. To them ladies in the sector, shake that ass, shake that ass, shake that ass, shake that ass, and just shake it real fast. Bitch ass nigga named Alan Logic. Yeah, we know you LGBT in the closet. Yeah, motherfucker, yeah, we say it to your face. Motherfucker can't even keep a care of me. Woo! Bitch ass nigga named Alan Logic. Yeah, we know you LGBT in the closet. Yeah, motherfucker, yeah, we say it to your face. Motherfucker can't even keep a care of me. Woo! Fuck the DBA. Fuck the DBA. Chat, sing with me. Fuck the DBA. Fuck the DBA. Fuck the DBA. Dumb bitch asses. Fuck the DBA. To the ladies in the sector, shake that ass, 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 shake that ass. To the ladies in the sector, shake that ass, shake that ass, shake that ass, shake that ass, and just shake it real fast. Pissy ass nigga named KIP. Crying ass nigga named motherfucking P. You see him on the panel, yeah, they talking about me. Yeah, you see him in the sector, yeah, they talking about D. Pussy ass nigga, silly ass nigga, old ass worn out dumb ass nigga. You see him all around in the motherfucking sector. They mad that they can't be the Godfather. Fuck the DBA. Fuck the DBA. Chat, sing with me. Fuck the DBA. Fuck the DBA. Fuck the DBA. Dumb bitch asses. Fuck the DBA. Welcome, everybody. This is the Godfather D. Darrell Spears, aka Coach D. Happy to be here once again. Been going hard up in these streets. I've been going hard in these goddamn YouTube streets. Shout out to T Pre coming in, the godmother of the sector. Shout out to the other 15 niggas that's sitting in the clouds that's scared to come to the chat. The Godfather know you want to come to the chat and troll and do all that shit we like to do in the sector. But shout out to each and every one of you. We're gonna have a discussion today. I will send the link out for people that want to come and chop it up with the Godfather. And this particular live stream today will be, in summary, a review of all the bullshit that has happened this week. Shout out to the beautiful Bernice. Hey, the Darrell, the chat room. Shout out to Mikey. I was looking for the sector. I was doing food shopping. Where was everybody? Well, shit, ain't nobody doing no goddamn content, Mikey. You know, the sector needs more content. There's not enough content creators going live on a daily basis. Some days, there's literally nobody going live. Literally none. When we have days where nobody is going live, that is bad for the sector. That's not good. That's not good. I think that every day we should have at least 2 or more content creators going live. The sector should have content going on every day. That's a problem. I don't care if it's an upload. I don't care if it's a YouTube short, a premiere. The sector needs more content. More content throughout the day. And that's just facts. We need more content. So, as we get this cracking, my position is report Andrea Michelle Stewart to the proper authorities. What's up, NC Worker? What's up, Blue Marvel 9? Appreciate you for coming in. Mikey said I could do it. I'm available every day, but guess what? People want to pick and choose, so I may go and start live every day. Like I said, I can go live every day. But we know you can go live every day because you're on somebody's panel every goddamn day. You're a fixture in the sector as far as being on panels. You're a panelist. So my goal today, again, is to do my usual hour and a half to 2 hours, no more than 3 hour live stream. Listen, I'm not about to do no goddamn 8, 9, 10 hour live stream. I'm not doing no goddamn live stream to damn 10 o'clock at night. That shit is not happening. Other things that I find more important to do, things I want to do. I'm not going live to no goddamn 8 o'clock, but definitely 6:30, 7 o'clock tops. There's things I want to watch, things I want to see, things I got to do business-wise, things I have to do professional-wise. Shout out to Propane Oak Lane, Philly in the house. The East Coast represent the Umar sector hard, real deep. I've been going live a lot. I've been live Thursday, went live Friday, went live Saturday, went live today. It's because I have a mission. I have reasons beyond just content creation. And the fact of the matter, let's quit with all the bullshit. We know that Andrea is obsessed with me, and all I want her to do is show the goddamn documents. I'm not giving Photon a goddamn thing. I'm not giving money to coerce somebody and showing some shit they shouldn't even be having in the first fucking place. I'm sure in the hell not. Because I've showed documents. I gave a fucking audio of me filing a report. I've gave multiple emails of my interactions with Kepro, Accenture. Okay? I've done my due diligence. I even talked about my own license, clarifying the bullshit that she's saying. Like, what I'm supposed to be, goddamn fact checker? I'm supposed to be like, you tell lies and I got to fact check every goddamn thing? Hell no. My position is, if you are a LMFT, you should hold yourself to the same standards that you claim every other professional. You're not the professional YouTube police where you pick and choose who is professional, unprofessional, and then you try to destroy their life. And you come up with these convoluted reasons why someone attacked you that did not attack you. Someone harassed you that did not harass you. And the only reason you got life is because they got niggas like Photon and others who are willing to support you through this fuckery and give you life to do so. But see, Photon played a dangerous game for $300. $300 fucking dollars. Getting yourself in shit that you may not get out of, Photon. And I like Photon beyond the trolling and all this other shit. Like, you know, I was fucking with Photon. Not no more. I'm not going over there anymore. I may watch a little bit. I'm not getting on a goddamn panel as long as I see them over there. See, I should have I should have kept my position at the beginning when I told people like Stargate and Propane when they had these goofy Negroes going over there that I can't deal with it. No offense to you, but if they over there, I'm not trying to be in environments that are conflictual to me. Let Rev G and Andrea have their time on their own channels. Why must we give them life, Photon? Why? For $200, $300. The shit is bull. They have no life nowhere else. Everywhere they go, they damage the content creator that supported them. Who channel has the AFW enhanced? What channel have they enhanced? No one's. Literally no one. They have not enhanced anybody's channel. There's even a case that they didn't even enhance Lennon Anna's channel because Lennon Anna had a strong base before they came along. So again, let's report to the Bureau of Behavioral Sciences for the unprofessional behavior of Andrea Michelle Stewart. It's easy to support. Just type in California Bureau of Behavioral Sciences. It'll come up. You can follow the links and whatever arrows it takes you, and you can file a claim very quickly. No LMFT should call people names. No LMFT should make jokes about people's disabilities. No LMFT should talk about people's spouse. No LMFT should get documents illegally and post them and distribute it amongst their friends. No LMFT should be providing certified supervisory services that they are not qualified to provide. These are facts. See, we can pussyfoot around all of that. When she talks negative about you, harassing you, showing her obsession for you, contact the local authorities on this woman. She is not to be played with because she's dangerous. She is relentless. She don't know when to stop. She don't know right from wrong and right from wrong and wrong from right. She'll keep going and keep going and can keep going regardless of the circumstances. These are facts. Every time I report, do you know this person? How do you? No, I don't. Never met the person. Don't know her. Never. That's always the question. But how do you know this person? How did you meet him? Never met him. You mean to tell me this person's doing this and you don't? No, I don't. The last police report, the guy asked me that several times. Never met her outside, and never even had a direct online interaction with her. Never had an email interaction, text message, Zoom, no. Well, why is she doing? I'm just looking like, the repetitive of this every time I literally contacted authority, I was asked the same questions over and over and over, except for KEPRO. KEPRO and Essential were the only ones who claimed that they dealt with similar occurrences. What's up, Godmother T. Pre? How you doing?
Hey D, what's going on?
Hey man, I'm telling people they need to report. Just my situation, my position now is report. Report to the
Yeah,
Bureau of Behavioral Sciences. Report. Report to your local report. Report to El Coujon, wherever she's at, report. Report to anything she's associated with, report. That's what I'm
yeah.
about.
I mean, yeah. Now's a
I,
good time, you know.
report. Look, she wants to report on everybody. I don't care how frivolous it could be. We have record. She's
Right.
calling people, and we can hear the conversations, but she's out of touch, and she's still reporting. Like, if she can report on us, why can't we report back?
And actually tell the truth about some things, you know. Like
Fact.
for me, in my situation, she, has made it a point to go around claiming, and making fun of sexual abuse,
Now
as a,
that's
a
horrible.
child. And I haven't let it get to me, but I wanted to wait till the time was right, you know, to actually strike back at her for that. And I got a little bit of time now, you know.
Right.
I was able to secure some things and secure the bag with certain stuff.
Okay.
And shout out to the summer. It's about to be a nice hot summer. And I got a little bit of time to go ahead and do it. I'm interested in what, Remix has got for me. He has some stuff for me in
Oh,
regards to her, and some things that she has been lying about regarding certain people in the sector. So I'm looking forward to that. And I look forward to, taking the time out to spend some time with him and sort through those things. But
and I
we neither
and,
one
and
of
I'm
us
gonna
have
tell
really
you,
had the time.
and,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna tell you this. Remix is the real deal as it relates to that. He will not disappoint
Yeah.
you.
Oh, I
I
know. I
prom
already know.
I he is not going he exceeded by a lot. It
Yeah.
was unbelievable what he sent me. It
Yeah,
was
it's
above.
unbelievable the stuff. It's unbelievable how much she trusted him, you know?
Yes.
And I'm gonna tell you
Yes.
something else. It's unbelievable how much she trusts Photon because I'm pretty sure Photon knows he's not stupid, right?
No, he's not.
Like
He's
he's
not.
not slow. He knows, right, that this is some fabricated bullshit. He's just not going to speak on it. But I think I know also what remember what he was trying to say that she gave him, and you were
Yes.
saying like how did you I think she had talked about this a long time ago, um where she was bringing up this provider who wasn't you, but she was claiming it was you. I ain't gonna say much else about it, but I think I remember something about this.
Oh,
And if he's
you mean the Jane Durrell thing with the license?
Yeah.
That was the thing. Matter of fact, I was actually going to show that video to the sector
Okay, yeah.
of the way she lied about that and she went again. She went on the state website and
Yeah.
basically claim I committed identity theft of some
Identity theft.
sorts
Yeah.
to somebody I didn't know and just use their NPI number or function under somebody else's license. So I went from not having a license to all of a sudden having a license with strikes on it, and I wasn't a supervisor. I did all these things, but your first strike was against me was that I wasn't licensed at all. You know, like
Yeah.
the shit changes every two. Now it's I got a license, but it's all messed up, and you got all these
Yeah, you
strikes
got all these
against it,
strikes
and
and
nobody
stuff.
wants to use. Wants to see me,
I'm
and
gonna look up
all these
too, because
problems.
that's actually public information too. If a provider has sanctions and stuff like that, that's something you can see publicly.
Yes,
It's not private
yes,
information at all.
yeah.
But
She
either way,
claimed. In my position, you're taking these things and you are interpreting them wrongly on purpose to
yeah,
make
and
it
for
seem
what?
like for something is not like
And then
this whole thing.
she'll say stuff like the reason why you're doing this is because you're running out of time, and It's like out of time for what? Like
Yeah, like
what
what
exactly is are we running out of time on, right? Like, oh,
it
you're running out
makes.
of time on what the sector thinks. And it's like, no, nobody really cares about this stuff. You know, it's her that's making a big deal out of this and making it like it's, this great big thing. Suddenly it went from $1,000 to $300. No, you owe Photon another $700 because you were lying on his panel. Like, period. That's just it. You know. Now he can keep playing that game. I mean, shit, get your money,
Yeah,
Photon.
he
But
can play the game.
ain't nobody about to play no Cash App war with this bitch. Like, get the fuck
Hell
out of here.
no. And I told
You
him
gonna
that.
get your
Talking about,
money
wait,
from her. That's it.
send some money to me and I'll see. I'm like, no, no.
Then he gonna say, well, oh, so do you want me to give you the email? No, no, we don't even need it.
I don't need the email. Why would I need an email for something you have no business and she has no business distributing or
Exactly.
showing?
Hmm.
What do they think? Like this is like I'm like Photon. You don't even know what you're getting yourself into.
It too.
You really
That's not
don't
even
know.
Darrell shit. Like, yo, oh my god.
Like you don't even
Go ahead,
understand.
funny.
Like you don't even understand, man.
Yeah, that's
Like
crazy.
her and Gerald with the harassment, the sexual harassment. Gerald fucking with people. He did something like I'm like all of these things that they do. They claim all these
Right.
things that they claim everybody is bothering them and harassing them, and they are the ones who start this stuff with the
Literally.
sexual harassment, cyber stalking, invasion of privacy, and all of that stuff. That's something that Josephine was talking to me about. Other people have mentioned the thing about invasion of privacy. All of
Hmm.
these different things.
Man,
You just
shout out to the people that keep record of all the stuff that they do. That's why nobody is scared of them calling somebody's job or any of this stuff that where somebody works and all. Who cares? Call whoever you want. Because at the end of the day, everything points to y'all and y'all behavior. Y'all have a pattern of this kind of shit with people. Contacting people's employers, lying on people, making up stories about people, threatening people on the internet, just invading people's privacy, contacting the police frivolously. Y'all have a history and a pattern of doing this. And shout out to Remix for having all the evidence and all the proof of it. Like, it just is what it is. It's unfortunate for y'all. Nobody's scared of y'all at all.
years of this,
Years of this shit. Years of it.
years
You can splice
nonstop.
and dice whatever you want together for a governor and for this and for that, everybody's state and everybody's employers and all. You can splice and dice whatever you want. We have actual factual proof of y'all doing this multiple times to multiple people. Like, y'all have done this over and over again. So do you. Nobody's scared of you. That's what it is. Nobody's scared of you or any of your friends, especially y'all friends. Shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's so ridiculous. It's like it's almost like, AAS Andrea just knows that she's on a path of crash out. You know what I mean? And it's just she might as well just go all the way, right?
man, it is so like it's like they don't live in reality, and it's like even when we heard her make filing those reports, these people were asking her questions like, "Where'd you get this information?" She would even answer some
Right.
of those questions.
But she can't answer them questions without implicating herself in crimes, right? Like, she can't answer those questions honestly without, making herself look bad. That's the reason. And then on top of that, she really knows, in all honesty, she doesn't really have a reason to be contacting these people's jobs and these cops and all this stuff anyway. She just tries to make herself appear like she has a reason to the sector. But when you're talking to real life people, they don't give a fuck about the sector. They don't give a
They
fuck about
don't.
the internet. They
They
don't
don't.
care about the internet at all. None of these
They
people
really
care.
don't. They really
So,
don't.
you can talk to whoever you want to, but at the end of the day, I mean, you're just lying. You're just making up shit. You're playing these internet games and this stuff about the blackout and everybody's social security numbers and all these lies, all these fake ass fucking stories that you keep telling in the sector. You try to bring it to real life and you think these people going to treat you like the internet, the sector going to treat you. Nobody fucking cares about this shit. Niggas
They
don't even
do.
give a fuck about what niggas in the sector don't even care about this shit. So
The only reason why you have in life, and this is my issue with Photon, if she would stay
yeah.
on her channel and stay on Gerald's channel, nobody is caring. Nobody's watching. It's the same 3 or 4 people that watch Gerald live streams. The same. She does a live an upload that barely gets 100, if that, maybe 70, 80 views. Gerald go live only 3 or 4. Nobody cares, but they want to go to Photon because Photon gets views. Okay.
But nobody cares about that either over there either. It's just he's the only one going live and talking right now. So therefore, nobody has a choice of anything else to watch, right? So niggas is only
Yeah.
watching it for that reason, but nobody believes him or believes this shit that he's saying. It's just nothing
I'm
else to watch.
I'm like, dude, you constantly doing this and you going live and you letting these people recklessly get up here and talk and talk and talk and say all of these things. And my position with Photon, now why, and this is why I'm not going back on this panel again. And he tried to question me on my own channel yesterday. Now, why are you? He's challenging me on the legitimacy of what I have and why I won't. But you don't. You let them speak, and you don't give any pushback. They
Yeah,
literally,
both
they
sides
actually
crazy.
tell him, "Let me talk. Let me look. I ain't trying to cut you off, but be quiet and let me." They literally talk to him like he a kid, like telling him to be quiet and let me talk on this. I'm not talking about that. Like, but you want to press me for answers, but you let them come on your channel and run rampant.
I think Photon just likes to be toxic, just he just want to be a toxic individual and just be as antagonistic as possible and think that everybody gives a fuck. Nobody cares what his opinion is. For real.
Yeah,
You can
and,
have
and I
whatever
told
opinion you
and
want.
I told him, I
So
said,
what?
what you doing on this internet doesn't mean that, like, really, it don't mean anything. At this point of the
You don't.
game,
Like,
you
in
can
a
think
lot
that letter where it says you did. I say I don't care what that letter said and what you
right.
think it said, but if you post it, you're gonna find out what's gonna happen.
Yeah, because
Just
like
post
what
it.
kind of like to me, Photon really playing himself, right? I mean, he can go
He
ahead
really
and go
kind of
live and
is.
put a picture up and tell everybody how ugly he thinks I am. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Okay. At the end of the day, it really makes him look retarded that he would allow this woman to play him like that and say, "Here, you nigga, just take this $200, right?
Now
And
you do
I'm
this.
gonna make you act like you've seen something that is ain't true, but you're so low and you're so desperate for money, right? That you're willing to just lie and be cooning for any and every fucking thing. This is what Anti thinks about him. And
Yeah,
so, yeah. Now go ahead and clip that and talk about that, Photon. Okay. Put
like
seven
like
out.
like you you you
Make sure
you
you grab
looking.
Stargate, Breaking the Culture, everybody who I don't give a fuck about, okay?
Yeah,
And make
like
sure you
all of them,
talk about me
man.
for 7 hours.
Like this
For
whole
telling
thing.
the truth
Look,
about your coon ass.
they sitting there, all these people, like Breaking, Stargate, y'all giving this woman life and go up there vouching for her and act like y'all don't know all and don't and act like she hasn't the same things you claim that everybody done to y'all and so forth. Look, if you feel like someone like Breaking that feel like people did things to you, okay, but let's not act like when we talk about what she did to other people, oh, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know. I don't recall that. I ain't never heard. Man, look, once you do that, we don't have anything to talk about.
Yeah,
At
like
that
that's
point,
like yeah, that's how I feel about it too. What you're not gonna do is have me entertaining that retarded shit. I don't give a
yeah,
fuck what you motherfuckers think. Period. I
yeah,
don't fucking care. The truth
you
is
just
the
sit
fucking truth, and
you just sit
everybody
here.
knows what the truth is. Like it is.
Yeah,
It just is what it is.
like you come into this sector. Look, listen, I understand she got a little money. Her and KOM, they came here and got a little money, and they did. Look, I ain't even hating y'all for trying to get the money. I ain't even trying to stop. But understand,
Right.
when you put yourself in that position, there could be consequences because you don't know where that
Yeah,
information come from.
that's what
Which
I'm saying.
yeah, they don't
That's
know
what
where
I'm.
that shit come from. They don't know where it come from.
And I have a feeling that whatever it is that he's got, right? She knows because who if okay, here's the thing.
I know
Why
what he
would I
got.
present why would I present evidence or documents about something and then tell somebody or quote unquote pay somebody to
Not to
show
show it.
them the documents, but then don't show nobody? It's clear that it's a lie if you don't want me to show anybody else, right? Like, why would you only want to show it to me? Do you think I'm so slow and so stupid? Yeah, Photon, she does think you're that slow and that stupid, right? But do you think I'm that slow and that dumb that you can show me a document and then tell me don't show anybody else and say the excuse is because oh well they don't show no evidence of everything. The whole fucking AFW Survivor Chronicles is fucking evidence, okay? It's all fucking documents. What the fuck are
Everybody
you
showed
talking about?
evidence.
We all
Every
show fucking documents. We all show fucking evidence of you bitches all the fucking time. What the fuck are y'all talking about?
all the
The
time.
whole Vixen Chronicles is nothing but documented evidence. What are you talking about? Every single time. So, no, ma'am, we're always showing evidence and proof of the shit that we say about y'all. It's now your turn to actually show the evidence and the proof. But they like to play these mental mind games with the sector and play these projection games with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like they're the innocent ones and we're the bad guys and everything that they do, they act like it's us. And so okay, we sit back and we just let it all come out, right? And then when it
right,
all comes
like
out, it all shows them to be the ones that's doing it all. That's doing all the bullshit. It's
doing
crazy.
all of this shit. Like they've gotten away with so much shit. Like she has gotten away with so much shit because she like, and so I'm gonna use it as an example. So let's talk about Kip because see this is one reason why I don't fuck with Kip, and I was always weary. So because the more and more I look at Kip, the more and more he acts just as fucked up as they do. Now, and I know like a lot of us in the sector, we always talk about sector history and so forth. Now, we all understand the situation with him and Drama, right? Why he doing what he doing, right? Drama
Yeah.
basically exposed his son's information. Okay.
No, I
Let's
mean,
look.
hold on. Before you go there, let me say something about that, okay? Because I
Right.
have to disagree with that.
No,
It's
and I'm glad.
actually
I already know what you about to say. I said that for a reason. I know exactly
okay,
what you about to say, and
okay,
I'm gonna get
okay.
into that
All right,
because
okay.
because you as well as I know that there was somebody else who exposed that information far
Exactly.
before
Way
he did.
before drama. That's why
But
I
you know
don't I
what?
don't understand that whole beef with drama. It's a lie. It's a bullshit.
You answered that perfectly because that's exactly what I wanted to trigger. And
Right.
so, with that being said, Kip is an idiot because you know where that person got that information from.
From anti.
Exactly.
That they
She doxed.
definitely did. And she's
She
willing
doxed
to
you.
tell that publicly. She's willing to show the evidence of that publicly. That yes, that information about Kip's son came from Anti's fucking camp. As a matter of fact, Rev G is the one that gave it to her. Boom, sir. So if you didn't know, now you fucking know, Kip. And the evidence and the proof of it is out there. It's
It
actually
is.
out there.
So miss me with that drama bullshit. When you
It ain't
sitting
got
there,
nothing to do with drama or
this shit ain't got
trade.
shit to do. That whole thing
None of
with
that.
drama and tricks is a fucking cover up. Nigga,
It's a
you
cover
went
up
at
and a bunch of bullshit.
you
And
went
God knows what the reason was for,
exactly.
but it
Miss me
wasn't
with this.
Cadiosa.
Yeah.
Mm,
So my position is between Anti and Rev G, they got that information. They gave that shit to another couple in our sector, and she went live numerous times on that shit about Kip's son.
and
Okay?
it's still public. It's still
And
public.
it's still published, but you gonna
It's
skip that
not
shit.
private.
But see,
Hmm.
that's why I have no respect for Kip. Because to me, Kip, you are the epitome of what the fuck is wrong with y'all when y'all interact with these people. Because this lady literally looked your son's shit up to get at your ass when you was talking shit about Rev G over there with Shakim.
Yep.
They made you a target because of the stuff you were saying about Rev G teeth and his hair and all this other goofy ass shit when he came up, right? And then she doxed you between her and Rev G. They gave it to that couple, and then no telling or with that email list, whoever that and all of the people that comprise of that email list, okay. And then it got the drama. We don't know who from that camp gave it the drama or if he paid for it or whatever. Or he took some information based on that and did other things. And now you want to focus on drama. See, that's why that whole thing with him. That's why me and him fell out. Because I was looking at this like, dude, you really missing it. Like, how you gonna skip over all of these other people in that camp? You're gonna focus
Right.
on the two people who are no longer interacting with the AFW anymore, and you're gonna forget about the sources. You're gonna forget. Look, it's not one document of if Andrea Michelle Stewart or Rev G Docs, they first send that information to each other, talk about it, review it, and then they give it to everybody else. You know? And so
Yep.
you gonna forget about that, Kip. See, the sector need to hold him accountable for this bullshit. So I don't want to hear this crying ass shit about what drama did and I'm protecting him. No, the fuck you ain't. Because if you did, you wouldn't be hanging around with the people who actually doxed your ass in the beginning.
Exactly.
And that's
And
facts.
as far as that whole thing about anti and Rev G being doxxed and all that stuff, listen, it had nothing to do with no Triggs. Josephine is right. It was Daryl Moore. Daryl Moore said that he was purposely doxing anti and anybody else that came for let me see your transcript.
That's
He
facts.
was
That's
fucking breaking the
facts.
culture up. He was coming for all of you motherfuckers, and he ain't give a shit how any of y'all felt. And he was on standby and still is to this motherfucking day.
That's
Okay,
facts.
just to let you
That is
motherfuckers.
facts.
Shout out to Marcellus. Shout out to Daryl Ward. Okay, they my babies. Okay, but I'm letting you know. Yes, it was him. It had no Mona. It was this whole conspiracy story that y'all been telling for all these years about Triggs and some white supremacists and all this other shit and everything. Listen, y'all have no idea. It was Daryl Moore, okay, that let us know where anti was working, let us know all of that motherfucking shit. That's how we knew about Kepro. I know damn Mona. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And the whole thing, and to me, my position with Mona and the Social Security. Now, I've
Uh-huh.
looked at the evidence that they claim, the email list and all that shit.
Yeah.
It's not cut and dry to me what Mona did or didn't do. Now, I do
Right.
know she spoke of wanting to work at the like, but I don't know. I don't know. Look, there's no evidence showing she literally gave that. I don't know. I don't know what. Maybe if you may have seen something. I didn't see
No,
anything
I
that
never got
specifically.
all this stuff that they're claiming about seeing. I don't know any of their social security numbers. I've never seen any of their pay stubs or any of that fucking shit. No,
Right.
there was evidence of where she worked at. There was evidence of how much money she was making per year. Like it was something like that. but it wasn't like, oh, we got pay stubs and all this. None of that shit was on there, right? And then it was like where she worked or where she worked at and where she lived. That was all on there. That was it. There was nothing else on there. There was no social security number. Her name was on there, um, and her race, and that was it. There was nothing else on there, and that was from Daryl Moore's camp. That wasn't from Mona. So I mean, Mona might have had a copy of whatever I was looking at too, right? But she didn't get it from. It didn't come from her. It didn't come from her. So yeah, that's what happened. So Josephine is right about that. She's right about that. It came from Daryl Moore. And Daryl made it very clear that he had a problem with these motherfuckers constantly coming for Kimberly. And that's why.
And that's facts. And that is facts. And so my position is this, Kip, and I know you watching because you ain't got shit else to do on this Sunday. You want to come at everybody and claim what everybody's doing. Shout out to CB. Shout out to the beautiful Bernice. But this lady literally, this is no different when Remix admitted to Photon that she got in an email that you sexually harassed him. And then my position is, what kind of man, somebody accusing you of sexual harassment, you sitting there like, I don't care what she said. I don't care about, like, what? Like, where did these guys come from?
It was something that was said about him yesterday. And I ain't gonna say who said it, but shout out to the person that said this. They made a lot of sense. They said that his content, or at least they had been talking about with somebody, his content, it's always been gutter, right? And it has.
Yeah.
But it's taken a turn for the worse. You know what
dark. I mean? It's taken a dark turn.
Very dark, nasty, demonic turn. Even to the point where he knows his own children are at risk and he don't even give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
no, he don't.
Clear. He don't care.
That is.
He said, I don't know. He don't care. He living good and living in the hand. It don't matter. It wouldn't matter to me whether I'm living well or not, right? The safety of my kids is more important to me than what people think about, you know, my livelihood or any of that stuff. So it's clear that it's something else going on mentally with this guy.
You met Photon in real life. You met him, and did he give you the vibes like I'm balling? I mean, what he said?
I know a lot of New York niggas. I know a lot of niggas from Brooklyn. A lot of niggas from Brooklyn. Okay, a lot of niggas from Brooklyn. And no, he doesn't. I'm not saying he's broke because I don't know, right?
Honestly, exactly. But he was over there.
Anything. He didn't. But hold on. Anything while he was there.
But he was up there like he flossing and he gonna be like, look, I got a brownstone costs what $2-3 million. He got several of those.
Like, now I'm gonna say this. That's what he said. Photon does have like a couple of family members that are well off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, he's not like from a broke family. I could say that.
Like, yeah, and I believe that.
I don't know if he's like just living this balling lifestyle, you know.
He said, look, having one brand, listen, not too many people can afford a goddamn brand. He said he got several. So I'm like, what the?
I mean, he'd be several shit, but you know, I don't think that's really going on. I don't think that's going on.
He claiming I got the BMW. He was up there pumping. I'm like, well, I ain't never heard Photon talk like.
People in Brooklyn ain't even driving, right? And if they are, you know, they. I mean, a lot of people do have like BMWs and stuff like that up there. You know what I mean? That's not something out of the ordinary to see people with BMWs and shit in that Bronx and Brooklyn and Harlem.
But having a brownstone, I'm sorry, but that
brownstone, no.
Come on, man. In an apartment somewhere. I'm sorry. That is some elite shit. Like, come on, like you could at least say I got a pad in Manhattan. I got several. I don't just got one. I'm like several. I mean, even I had to
Live with
stop and
his
like, what
baby
the
mother. I
hell?
know it's like he live in an apartment with like his baby mom and kids.
Yeah, like I was about to tell Mikey to mute, but I'm sitting here like, why are y'all fooling with people that already doxed y'all?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't get this. Like, Kip, why? And Kip, because and I'm like, dude, man, I used to have so much respect for Kip back in the day. Kip is one of the first people I ever talked to on YouTube.
Yeah.
Literally. Like, he's probably, I mean, I talked to people in the manosphere before this kind of started, but Kip was probably one of the first. There's a couple of people that I talked to, but Kip was definitely top two, probably three, between 3 and 5. He was one of the earlier people that I've ever talked to in this sector for
I
years.
didn't notice Kip until he was always on Shakim's panel. And
Yeah,
he was
see,
like,
man, I knew this guy. Man, me and Kip literally talked on a weekly basis between 2019, 2020, until 2021. We would talk at least 3 to 5 times a month, and some months more, literally. And I just would have never thought that he would. I'm just being honest. I just never thought he would evolve into this shit that he turned out to be. Like he
yeah,
he
he's too
he
old for
he
this shit.
came off to me as a person who was too busy to be engaging in this shit on as much as he literally, you like, I know, like, for him, when I first started talking to him, he would listen to the sector a lot at nighttime while he was doing deliveries and shit like that, or he was on the
Yeah.
road doing stuff, and he didn't do too much in the daytime. And then the shit changed for whatever reason,
Yeah.
and now he's into all this. But the fact of the matter, he will not confront the person who actually doxed his son.
Yeah, because I mean, but that's the thing about Kip, right? Kip never liked to really answer about real receipts. Like when real receipts come out about things, he never wants he always wants to filibuster and jump around and find this and find that and do this and throw this out here and throw that out there instead of actually standing in the fucking shit and facing the fucking music, right? For instance, with that situation where, this has been out about his son. This information
Yeah,
about his son has been talked about. Drama just kind of picked up the ball and just dumped that shit. That's just kind of what happened, right? But he didn't. There was nothing new that he was talking about because we all heard about this already. So with that situation, and then when it comes to the Shaquem situation, like the recent stuff about him and Shaquem, how here's the thing, a lot of people could say Shaquem, that could have been a funny story. It could have been a lie, but we all know it wasn't because Shaquem showed. Not only did he show the
text
actual text
messages,
messages, but he actually scrolled through those text messages, right? And
facts,
like showed him scrolling between him and Kip and the conversations between those two with date stamps and everything. Now,
facts,
here's the thing that really killed Kip. Kip could have not said a motherfucking thing, right? And all his
right?
fucking buddies and friends and everybody who likes to jump out the window for him, they all could have, hopped out the window and said whatever and killed the whole fucking thing. But instead,
Facts.
Kip wanted to show text messages from that same fucking phone that he claimed he lost. Okay, See, these are the stories he told us. He wanted Smoke
Facts.
God to tell his story, but Smoke God didn't tell his story. Okay, Smoke God, shout out to Smoke. He made that nigga tell his story himself. Okay, and he had to tell the story and tell everybody, how his phone had broke and he lost 4 8
Four
phones
fucking
and
phones. Four
he had
fucking
lost 20
phones.
phones in like 2 weeks and shit. It was like a bunch of shit going on. But either way, he had lost all these phones, but then he suddenly came up with messages from the day before, right?
Facts.
From
Facts.
October 30th. You had text messages at least until October 30th. So your phone broke 20 times, right? Before October 30th. but you was able to get a hold of the
Oh,
October
Shakim.
30th messages and the
Yeah.
October, and you couldn't find the October 31st. No, you ain't have no messages from anybody, not your girlfriend, not your kids, not your grandkids. Jesus ain't messaged you. Nobody messaged you on October 31st, right? But on November 1st, you got messages all of a sudden again. Like, what the fuck? So your
Yeah,
phone went
like I
on.
don't get
You know what, Kim? I guess that was the day you had broke all four of your phones. Okay, that's what happened. Okay,
And
that's what happened.
Shakim showed like why on that day you don't got nothing for that day, but you got everything else for. And then like
You ain't
all
talk
he
to
had
your
to do,
mom, your dad, nobody. Nobody text you
nobody,
on Halloween. Nobody said happy.
nobody.
Your grandkids ain't even say happy Halloween to. Come on, kid. Come
Shout
on,
out to
kid.
Brown Sugar Baby in the house. Appreciate you for coming in,
Hey,
Queen.
brown sugar baby.
Hey, good to see you. Listen, I'm perplexed at the fact that how you expected us to buy a story that first he said two phones got broke. Then he said our four phones broke.
3, 4 phones. He had 20 phones.
It's
He even borrowed a
crazy.
phone from Jesus and stuff. That phone broke too. Okay, yeah, it was bad.
I'm like, listen,
It was bad.
obviously you giving us reasons to believe by the fact that you being deceptive with your communication. So
Yeah.
now it's like the possibility is there. I believe they met, and whatever he claimed happened, no telling. No
And here's the
telling.
thing. Here's another thing that fucked him up, right? When he said he has never met a single person in the sector,
Now that's a
he could have
lie.
said, he could have said, I met this nigga, but we wasn't lying. He's faking. He, you know what I mean? He's fucking full of shit. All this. It could have been up for debate, right? But it's the fact that he said he never met him at all. He never met anybody in the sector at all, right?
And
Mm.
that's a lie.
Oh, are you
And I
sure?
know that for
Because
a fact.
yeah, and I'm just saying, like these text messages show proof. It's evident that you met up with. At least you met up with him, right? You know,
Yeah.
it's
And
up
my
for
thing
debate whether
is,
y'all.
my position is you tried to you threw your shot at Scarlett. You tried to meet up with Scarlett. And he was, and I ain't trying to put nobody business out there, but it's another married woman that's no longer in the sector. You was meeting her on a weekly basis. I ain't trying
Lord.
to put nobody business out there, but you was doing that, and I know this for a fact. Like you don't have to lie to me. Like just if you just say your business is your business, I ain't judging you, but don't sit here and try to act
Lying
like
about that shit though.
yeah, I'm above like I'm above meeting people from the sector. To me, I met people from the sector. I'll meet
Mm.
people in the future if the opportunity's
Yeah, if
presented.
it's
It's, I
opportunity, right?
ain't
Yeah.
I ain't trying to be on this like I can't meet no. I'm not doing that. That's just not the
That's
case.
what I'm saying. It's
Like
like
I ain't.
that's
Yeah,
one lie he didn't have to tell. You know what I'm
he
saying? Like
sure
he could have
didn't.
been like he could have been like, yeah, I met a couple motherfuckers in the sector. I met up with Shakim, but we wasn't. It wasn't like that. I like women or whatever, and I guarantee you,
I
more
mean,
people would have been on his side with that. But it's the fact that he just lied his whole way through. He had broke like 8 phones and had text messages up to the day before and then the day after, but no text messages on October 31st. Like nobody texts you on. Come on, bro.
I mean,
Come on.
when I met up with Photon, it was cool. Like it was cool. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And he almost let me inside his crib, but I was waiting outside. I was chilling by the steps. Feel me?
Is it a brownstone?
Yes, yes,
I mean, here's the
yes.
thing about the brownstones in Brooklyn, though. Like
Hmm.
a bunch of families live in those brownstones, so it'd be like a bunch of different apartments in there.
That's a
It'd
fact.
all be one big ass house.
That's a fact.
So
That's a
he
fact.
it's probably a brownstone, but he don't own that shit. They probably rent an apartment in there.
Wow.
Mm.
I believe I'm gonna say this. I believe what Shakim said was I don't know the extent, but I believe something. To me, for Kip making me believe it. Because why are you hiding something? Like,
I
why are
believed
you
him
going?
anyway, but I believed him anyway because I always thought Kip had this funny attraction to Shaquem, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But
that's
at the
another
same
thing. The
time,
whole grooming, to me, the whole grooming thing and the way he was calling him the prize and all of that kind of shit, like weird ass shit, man.
weird. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't
he
natural.
was like, that's the prize. That's the sun god and all that extra shit.
He actually had him saved in his phone as Sun God Ra. Like, what the? Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, I don't know.
You the prize.
It's cool to each his own, you know. To each his own. It's cool.
Yeah, like I'm like, to me, the sector. What to me, my opinion, I thought they had already met. You know what I'm saying? Like whether this was supposed to whether they wanted to say it or not or make it public. I assume they probably met because Shaquem has went to Atlanta several times.
Oh, I'm sure they have. I'm sure
Mm.
they met multiple times before this.
So I'm like, to me, I felt like, so you telling me many of those trips Kip paid for it.
Right.
Now I don't know what happened with the Nikki situation.
And then,
But
like, who just comes on a trip just out of the blue? You just suck this guy's dick. Like, that's not what happened. Y'all been had that conversation. This is the
exactly.
conversation
That's
y'all had
wild
already.
shit
Y'all
there.
probably have already been intimate in the past. Like, come on, Kip. We already know, like, this is what's going on. And then for you to want him to erase the conversation as well, like, obviously you wanted to hide it, right? You didn't want us to see you bent over for this nigga or get your legs spread. I don't remember which one you was doing, but you was doing one of them. And yeah. So, but it is what it is. He allowed to be gay, be gay. I don't care.
Exactly.
I don't
Damn,
really care.
my man was
But
busting
I
it
know he hasn't
wide
shown no
open.
proof of that. He hasn't shown no receipts, but he's always up here demanding everybody to show some fucking receipts somewhere. It's like, how many more receipts do y'all need? We already showed all the receipts. Now it's time for y'all to show some fucking receipts, some real
Damn,
receipts.
my man was busting it wide
Y'all demanding
open.
Stephanie Collins show some receipts. Kip, you haven't showed them receipts yet for about
Yeah.
drama and about this being a part of the sector and drama lost his job behind the sector. You haven't showed the evidence of any of that yet. The fuck Stephanie Collins got to show it for? You need to show it.
Facts.
Because you're the one that brought it the fuck up. And it's been months. You know why? Because what she's saying and what everybody else is saying got to be true. You fabricating that shit. If you wasn't, you would have been dropped it. Them motherfuckers some liars.
exactly.
Always talking shit and always forging some shit and all types of shit these motherfuckers be doing.
Like
Calling the
I
police,
mean, to me, look,
doing
we
the
all
most.
grown. Like, you know,
Exactly.
like like look, you do what you do. I'm not here to judge nobody. I'm not here to judge whatever you do on your time. Whatever is your business. If you want to meet people and carry on a certain way, that's your business. Like, but don't come up here lying and saying shit.
Exactly.
Then you try like the same thing with Hoodie, trying to get at me for some shit, and then his shit come out. Then all of a sudden you got a problem with me talking about the shit that you claim I was doing, and your whole situation blew up on YouTube. Like, stop.
Shout
Like,
out to Hoodie. I miss Hoodie.
yeah, like, dude, like, I mean, he had a place and he made shit interesting. I mean, we could use him back, but you start getting it out. Like, don't do like if the energy you give, you gotta accept when it comes back to you.
Yeah.
Like, don't think you got the right to say shit and do stuff, and then as soon as the shit come back and hit home, now everybody got a problem. Now you run. You see, this the thing. All of that stuff happened. Now you don't see him no more. You know what I'm saying? But
That's a
you
fact.
spent
That's a fact. That's a fact.
you spent day after day. Remember, this man was going live like what 5-6 days a week at 6 o'clock
Yeah.
every day, talking about me and everybody else. And so so that wasn't a problem. But then when it hits home, and the thing about it, he was talking about private things about me, my family, and everybody. And so now the shit hit home to you. Now all of a sudden I'm out of commission. Come on, what's up, real spiel? I don't know who you are, but what's up?
Man, you know who this is. It's Uncle Al, man. What's cracking?
That's your troll account. What's going on, Al? Now look,
That's
man,
not
don't
that's
do
not
that
a
shit.
troll. That's not a troll account.
Okay, let's
I
not
don't
do
have
that
troll
shit you
accounts.
did yesterday. We ain't doing what we did yesterday.
What did we do
Al.
yesterday? What we did?
Man, you came up here acting a goddamn ass. That's what you did.
Oh man, I'm telling the truth, man. But listen,
Man,
I think Hoodie's on the way back. I think Hoodie coming back through though. I think he'll be
well, that'd
back up
cool.
in the joint, man. Yeah, I like what Hoodie. I like
He
what
locked
Hoodie,
up in the
his
joint.
show.
What the fuck? What you mean?
No, I
locked
say
up in
he coming back to the joint. He coming back over here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah. I think he's coming back, man. Hoodie just had some, he had some personal issues to deal with. I think Hoodie will be on back in due time, man. I missed the brother too, man. He really had. I like this show. I really did. But now we're gonna talk about somebody grooming somebody. Why ain't nobody mentioned P the Painkiller? Now what was he over there doing with Shaq?
See that.
Now what was he? Now what was he doing? Now he was buying books.
Hey,
He
you
just didn't
tried
have
to
a-
start.
He don't. He didn't
Okay.
have the budget. He don't have the budget Uncle Kip got. You know what I'm saying? He don't have that. But look, he was doing what he could do, man. He was doing this. He was doing his po pimping. You know what I'm saying? Look. You got to call it both ways, man. You can't just be sitting up in here going one-sided on Uncle Kip.
Okay, Al, let me ask you this question. Did you hear P ever called Shaquem the prize?
No, I didn't.
Exactly. Did you see you the guide? You the sun guide. Now listen. If you want, okay, what you're saying is I'm not saying it's not a legitimate observation,
Of course,
because
it's legitimate.
it is. It's legitimate, but there's a difference between the interaction with Kip and Shaquem than Pete and Shaquem. Now, if you want to say they both seem a bit, hey, you got the right to feel. I ain't trying to take that away from you. But I don't know, man. Kip was doing the most. Hello? I guess something wrong with his mic. But I don't know, man. Like Kip was doing the most.
I observed.
Nah, man, Kip didn't do nothing with that. Kip didn't do nothing with that, man. He didn't do a damn thing with that boy, man. I don't know why.
Where
you
the
coming with
receipts?
this narrative.
Where the receipts?
Where the receipts? Where the receipts that he did, man? Come on, I'm not even gonna get into that, man.
Kip, how you break that? Okay, Alan, how do you break 4 fucking phones in one day?
Man, I don't know. The man be driving.
Get the fuck out of here, Alan. Stop.
Shit, I don't know.
Nigga, stop. Nigga, stop.
I have no idea.
See, Alan, I try to get with you on some shit, but then you started doing this shit. Come on, man.
Oh man, look here, Darrell. Look, Darrell.
You gonna point? You'll make one good observation, then you follow it up with some fucked up shit.
Darrell, if y'all know one thing about me, man, is that I don't follow the crowd, my friend. I don't do that. I don't go along to get along, man. I never have. It's not my get down. I'm a boss. Bosses don't do that shit. So I said the trend. You know what I'm saying?
But we ain't talking about you. We talking about this nigga claimed he broke 2 phones. Okay. And then he said 2 turned to 4 fucking phones that he broke in. How the fuck you break 4 phones in one day? And then you willing to show every goddamn text message except for October 31st.
I don't think that's true, Darrell. I don't think that's true.
That nigga that's on the YouTube screen. What do you mean it ain't true?
No, listen. See, here's the thing, man. I don't believe that there was any communication had on October the 30th. That's what I think. I think that whole stuff was
that's not true. That's not true.
I was there for the whole saga. Man.
Okay, T-Pre, did he not show communication for October 28th, 29th, 30th?
He showed October 28th, the 29th. He showed the 30th. Then he showed the 1st.
The 1st.
Second. Yeah, but he would not show anything from October 31st at all.
That's because there was nothing sent to him from October 31st, is what I'm saying.
Come on, man. Get the fuck out.
It was a bunk ass message that they set up.
Why the fuck?
Nigga, none of that communication took place.
Nigga, stop.
If it was all made up,
Alan.
How come all of his messages match up with what Shaquem showed The only thing that
Yeah.
was missing was the 31st. That was the only
Right.
thing that was missing.
Right.
And the
Well, okay.
early
Well, look,
November
that's what I'm
1st.
saying. What
That was the only part missing.
why was the 31st missing? Because
Well,
that communication.
Shaquem
Listen,
scrolled.
listen,
It's not like he took screenshots and just showed us screenshots. He
listen to
scrolled
what I'm
from the
saying.
28th, the 29th, the 30th, the 31st, the 1st, the 2nd. He scrolled through all of that on video.
Okay, yeah. I saw all that. All right, let me move forward
So,
real quick. Here's the
So-
thing. So
yeah,
what I'm
like it's
saying
not
is
like
that
he
So-
added
so-
that.
so you
that
think
the
there's
transmission, that set of text messages that Ra put together and sent over there and said this is what he sent to me. See, that was never sent. So there is no response to it. That message that he put over there.
But he
talking
gave
about
a
have good
response.
night,
He
all
gave
this,
a
that, and the third.
Alan.
That
He
wasn't-
gave
that
a
wasn't-
fucked up
It was
response.
all cohesive with every other text message. So
You mean it was no response?
he responded. They were talking back and forth to each other.
Okay, here's the thing, guys. That text message
It
was
is
never
what it
sent.
is.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Because look,
Listen, if Kip sucked the man dick, he sucked the man dick. It
oh
is
man,
what the
look
fuck
here,
it
man.
is.
Come on, slow down,
That's
man.
what it is.
Slow down, bro. I don't even talk like that.
Ah!
I don't even talk like that. What are we
No,
saying?
nigga, that I'm calling it for what it is.
I mean,
If
it is
nigga,
what
No, y'all on some
it is
bullshit.
if you gave the nigga head, you gave the nigga head.
Oh my god, man. Come on, bro. Calm down.
No, nigga, that's what he did.
Hey, it is what it
I
is.
can't believe
Hey, look, I ain't judging.
About 5 years old, man. I can't believe y'all.
Listen,
This is crazy.
if he
man.
did, listen, okay, Kip, you want to act like nigga, you in Atlanta too, and you know how. Come on, that's
I don't know
Atlanta.
nothing about
Yeah,
it.
nigga, you know about it. I ain't saying you
About
personally
Atlanta.
know by experience, but come on, Kip. They in Atlanta. I mean, come on, Alan. They in Atlanta.
In the ATL, huh?
Look, if he's
Yeah.
sucking dick, it don't even matter. I don't care. You know.
Well, that's
Yeah, I don't
look,
care.
Is everybody in Atlanta gay? Is that what we trying to say?
No, I ain't say that.
But
But we
Drama
know
look-
how
Drama
we
look
know
kinda
what
gay
go
to me.
down in
When I saw
Atlanta.
DJ Drama, I said that's a gay motherfucker right there. Right then I said it. And when I saw
Hey.
Laquan, I definitely thought that motherfucker was gay.
Okay. You within your right. If you feel that way, listen, that's how you
But
feel.
listen,
But Kip,
man, look,
you
you
can't.
came
But
up here.
listen,
You done already.
you
Look,
can't-
it's not the text messages, bruh. It's the source. Darrell,
You can't-
you went to a whole storage locker on Uncle Kip, right?
hold on. You can't tell
And
me this
did that- and did
man. This
that
man
thing,
don't
man.
look like
Come
he
on.
gay. This don't look like a gay man to you.
No,
What kind of real man twinkling and fucking hitting his ear and fucking twisting his ear around and shit?
No, that's not a gay man, bro. That's not a gay
Man,
man.
that's a gay man.
That's not a gay person.
Listen.
What we got
listen,
KKC?
I don't
in the
know
house?
what he
What's
is.
Up,
I don't know.
KKC?
What's up, yo?
What's up, KKC? Listen,
I'm
listen,
enjoying my Sunday, man. Playing
listen.
video
You can
games.
say what you want, Alan, but this man twinkling his ear and he popping his neck when he was talking on Photon Channel, nigga, that gave every bit of sweetness to me. You can.
When
say
you
what
was
want.
when you was in Vegas with that coat on that had about 55,000 different colors in it, you looked kind of gay too. But I
What kind
gave
of
you
coat?
the benefit of the
I
doubt.
ain't had no. How the
You
fuck I had a
you
coat on?
a
It was
Clark Griswold-
109
you
goddamn
had
degrees.
on
You a
Clark
goddamn
Griswold
lie.
blazer. That's what
Nigga,
I'm
you a
saying.
goddamn lie. Stop.
You had on
Nigga, I
a
ain't wear no
Clark
fucking.
Griswold. And why
I
was
did
you
not
doing
wear
the
no
chicken
goddamn.
wings?
Nigga, you lying.
You was doing
Stop.
the Tootsie
Not,
Roll in front of the gate. And now
nigga, when you was wearing that motherfucking fur coat looking like a fucking fake ass looking LL Cool J and shit with some fucking shades on, nigga, did you see me saying, well, that nigga look gay?
You just start hating right away. You just start hating.
Nah,
on
I
it,
ain't
man.
start
That
hating,
was some
nigga.
player
Hey,
shit.
you want to use me as an example?
That
I
was
can
some
use
player
you as an
shit.
example.
Darrell,
That was some player shit. That was some player shit.
According to you.
Darrell.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Godmother.
CMK says, wait a minute. He said he showed his phone on camera scrolling in real time. Yes, he did.
He sure did.
No.
He did. If y'all
Alan,
missed that, I don't know
didn't
what
he
you
not
got.
do that, Alan?
All the
Yes,
messages he was
he agreed.
scrolling was fake as fuck.
Alan,
Well-
stop.
Well,
Alan,
Kip
stop.
showed the same messages.
Yeah, he
Kip
did.
showed the same messages.
And there was no
The only
message sent
messages
on the
that were
31st.
missing- The only messages that were missing from Kip was October 31st, but Shakim scrolled from like the 28th or the 29th
To the
all the way
3rd.
through like the November 2nd or 3rd.
Okay, check this out. Check this
Well,
out.
the
There was no
messages
message
weren't.
sent. There was no message that said that on the 31st. There was no message sent on the 31st.
So you
That's
think,
why. That's
okay,
why they made it up for
Yeah,
the
you're welcome to
31st.
believe that, but it just
Alan?
is
But
what
look,
it is.
I need to see. I need to see proof positive, man. We need to see you.
Alan,
You don't. Y'all don't have proof that it's true, and I don't have proof
Alan,
that
why
it's
is
not
it
true.
hard for you to believe? Why
You're
is it
welcome to have your
hard?
own opinion about it.
Why is it hard for you to
We
believe
all
that
of
this
y'all got
man?
opinions. That's all we're doing. We're talking about opinions right now. That's what we're
I'm
doing.
just saying, Alan, why is it hard for you to believe that this man, was basically pleasing this man?
Yeah. Why does everybody have to be gay around here, man? Why is that the
No,
first
nigga,
go-to?
it
Why is
is what
everybody
it
gay?
is. It is what it is.
Man,
It's the
no, this just
internet.
it's been
KKC,
it's such a theme. It's such a
I
theme in the
just seen
sector of
that. Thank
everybody being
you.
gay. That's crazy.
I'm about to
Alan,
send it now.
Alan, listen to me.
Okay, thank you.
He should have kept his mouth closed, Alan. The minute
Hey
he
man,
opened his mouth and
look.
started lying, I was trying to give Kip the benefit of the doubt until he
Nigga,
lied about.
wait a minute. Was you not in the storage locker talking about he sent you sent this man
He
some money?
did.
Was that
Yeah, he did.
you came back and apologized for that, Darrell, talking
And I
about I'm sorry,
lied.
I
I
lied.
lied for him. I lied
Oh
for
my
him.
God.
I did. I did. Listen, Kip can tell you this.
Oh no,
Kip,
man.
but this is right. This is like a month and a half or 2 months
Oh.
before me and Kip fell out. That nigga went to me and said, we can be cool and all this shit, but can you go back and apologize, about the whole thing? I don't want nobody knowing that I lend you money, that you lend me money and shit. And I was like, what? And I said, you know what? And so I talked to my people behind the scenes, and then they was like, yeah, just go ahead, just let by, just. And I did
Hold on
that.
1 second. 1 second, Darrell.
Okay.
Check your email. Check your email.
Okay. So
Thank
what's
you,
up,
KKC?
KKC? What's cracking?
What's going on, man? I just wanted to come up here and say thank you guys for doing the Lord's work once again. I didn't have your email address, so I sent some information to T Pre. And I think she just sent it to you.
Okay. Wait a minute. Dad, who is this?
I don't know, man. But
that I know who they think this is, but that is not her.
That's wild.
Are you serious?
whoever
They
that
actually
person
did?
is, man, links to their business and all that, man.
No.
Hey, I sent what I had, so you can let that person know, that,
First of all, the person who they thought
I got no
is
comment.
light,
No comment.
she is light skinned. She not brown.
Exactly.
I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Oh, now I know T Pre not talking. She done set up and put about 5,000 different pictures of the wrong person up this motherfucker. Now I know she not over there hollering about. Come on, man.
Lord, I've showed pictures already, so I don't know why they sent that. That's definitely not true.
Darrell. Exactly.
What the hell? Who the hell is that? Are y'all serious?
yeah, man. She sent audio and all that,
Audio?
man.
Audio of what?
I haven't listened to it, so I'm not sure.
Oh, KKC, you gotta listen to that, man. We gotta roll the tape on this episode
Man,
right
I don't
here.
know what the audio is, so I don't know. It says Dumpsy's wife.
No. And this was back in 2020?
Oh, okay.
And who is these people
audio
in here?
of Flacco and you talking. So I don't know what
Audio
that's
of me and Flacco talking?
Yeah. Pretty much she was trolling you under an account that asked you to post your wife.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me.
That's crazy.
Are you serious?
I'm gonna send this. Yeah,
This is crazy, man. This is some obsessive ass shit.
She's been doing this shit for years, like years and years.
And so
years,
the problem,
years
see, this is the problem. The
That's
person
why it's
who,
like, yeah, go ahead and call anybody's job you want to. Nobody's scared of you.
so
Because there's too much evidence of you, being a stalker. Like you're a stalker. You're weird.
So what about the person who? See, the thing about it is you implicating people who don't have nothing to do with this sector, because that's a real person. That's not,
Exactly.
You actually could potentially harming somebody that's not the right identity.
Okay.
That is crazy. That's crazy. Man, this is funny, man. This shit is really
wild,
funny.
man.
This email list. Look at this email list, though. That's the wild part. All right, I'm about to send you this too.
That old email list, right?
Wow. This shit is wild, man. This is some wild shit. and she basically was circulating that amongst other people.
Yeah, and the thing
just
is, we
circulating
don't know how
shit.
many people.
No telling. That's crazy, man.
There's no telling how many people.
Of the mistaken identity, man. My wife is light skinned. It's light brown.
It's kind of like the same thing she's doing right now. Like she sent Photon this fake bullshit, of some illegal shit that she got. Some shit she got illegally.
So my position is this. You got some information, and then you got to talk to a lawyer on whether or not you should post the information. Like, what the fuck is that?
Obviously,
what kind of lawyer is she working with?
Yeah. That's what I want to know.
What kind of lawyer is there?
Alan, that's why I want them to.
Just another fabrication. Man. I knew this bitch was a goddamn nut a long time ago.
Yeah, you knew better because you right there. Like you was, y'all was
this motherfucker living
having y'all late night conversations and shit.
Well, she was trying to have late night conversations and shit like that. I had stuff to do, man. I didn't have time to talk.
Hey, Alan, I wanted to say something about that.
What's that?
Ask you something about that.
What?
So Anti said that she never said that to you about Darrell. About like calling you in the middle of the night to say that she felt like Darrell was gonna kill her or some shit like that. She had a dream.
No,
about
she
that
says
shit?
no. Darrell said something about killer. She said she was having nightmares about Darrell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she said I'm having nightmares about this motherfucker. I said for what?
She said never called you and don't do anything like that.
Man, she lying. She sent that as a text message. I got the text, all the text messages. I put them out already. I put that particular text message out about 3 years ago. I don't know where you.
Oh wow!
But yeah, I put that one out. Yeah, I put that one out.
You probably did.
I know I did, and then so yeah, but she would talk shit about Darrell all the time. I was like, I like the brother get down. You know what I'm saying? You can't if you go over there, you go. I don't know what I'm gonna do. See, and this is the whole thing. That's why she sent that text message. She was like, if you go over there, you understand that he's been giving. I have nightmares about this man. I guess she was looking for me to have some kind of sympathy for her. But at that point, I'm just thinking, bitch, you need to stop smoking that shit you smoking. That's what I'm thinking, right? And when we look further, everything that happened between me and AAS could have stayed behind the scenes. I didn't even have to get on YouTube. Hey, this motherfucker just kept her mouth shut and kept it moving when I told her to kick rocks. Had she done that, I wouldn't have been on YouTube talking about nothing but this racism. That's it.
Wow. That's crazy. So who is this? LOL. Hello? Yes, LOL.
She got fucked the DBA up there.
Nah, that was Trinidad. That was Trinidad James.
No, I mean the banner that you had up.
Oh,
I'm looking at that, man. Look at you, man. I'm telling you, look, man. I told y'all, man. What did I tell you cats a long time ago? I said this is the AAS sector. All you niggas was looking for content, man. And anytime that bitch opened her crazy ass mouth to spit something stupid out of it, all of y'all ran in that motherfucker like pigs to the goddamn slop. and then put the shit out. And now you're sitting around here talking about we're gonna do something about this moment. Man, come on, man. Y'all should have been done something about that bitch. But the first thing you should have did was had some self-control and stop trying to be a goddamn YouTube star. You're not gonna make it over here. Other than them cash apps or something like that. You know, that's about it. I mean, getting the cash apps from people behind the scenes, that's pretty much the only money you're gonna make. You ain't getting these channels monetized or no shit like that. So what I'm saying
Alan,
is,
I'm gonna let you
ahead.
pop your shit, but I'm gonna
Go
remind
ahead.
you of
Go
that
ahead,
time
KKC.
you said that you was gonna put the whole sector on your back and you was gonna handle all this and you was gonna take care of this and everybody don't worry about this. And we still worrying about it, Alan. So the question is,
Well, now, okay, go
what
ahead.
have you done to take care of this, man?
Okay, all right. I'll tell you exactly what I've done. I'm gonna give you the step by step and the play by play because KKC, you deserve that. You deserve to hear it from the horse's mouth. Listen, I had archived and I put down every single thing that I thought I could. I went down to the police station back in 2023. And when I dropped on AAS, I dropped on Pillhead and Snitch too. I put all that stuff up in there, right? So now, the only thing left to do was see if there was any more information to be had. And of course, she kept giving me stuff. So I went and did it. But now, here's something else you got to realize. In the meantime, in between time, I'm a married man who takes care of my in-laws, okay, and my wife. The Beamer is not cheap. All right. The vacations, the Hawaii, the Vegases and the Hawaiis, that's not cheap. So I got shit to do in the meantime, in between time. And I'm trying to run a fishing channel on top of that. So here's my thing. Y'all been at this shit with this motherfucker a lot longer than me. And I haven't seen nobody do nothing. So I don't even think that's a fair question to ask me. I haven't seen anybody move anything. And a lot of y'all have got information from that lady that's a lot more damage. Just like your boy goddamn peanut butter over there. All right. He sat up there talking about I got 12,000 emails. He don't know if it's 1,200 or 12,000. Now this motherfucker's ready to do something. That's a play that's being ran already. So I ain't even tripping on that. They're gonna all be cool again in a minute. But he's sitting on all this damning information, and the only thing that he could think to do with the information that he got was put my home address out. Now I invite every one of you niggas over here. I really do. Come on, knock on the door. But I'm just saying that's all he could do. Now, before he did that, man, the nigga way back when he put my phone number out. So look, Svengali's got one. She got a hard on for one person and one person only, and I understand that. And I don't know why she's doing that because we in such close proximity that it won't be anything to get her served. And I know exactly where she's at and what she's doing and what she looks like. All of that. So what I'm saying is, guys, if anybody's gonna do it, it's gonna have to be me. Because ain't nobody else got shit done. And I guess since I'm in Cali, I would be the best candidate for it. So there it is.
All right. Go ahead, KKC.
I don't have anything. I was just asking a follow-up question to Alex saying that he was going to put it all on his back a while ago. That was my only question. My thing is, she's always making, so how can I put this so it can make sense? I'm a victim of conversation. It's one of those things, like she said she's going to contact my church and let them know about all the times I was on panels going off.
What the fuck?
Yeah, man. So it's because she said that I laughed at the fraud and charlatans. Shout out to the fraud and charlatans when he went over to Rev G's church and left comments, and I laughed about that. So anytime I laugh about anything that they go through, I'm going to be attacked. So, shout out to the report that's going to be sent to the church to try to stop my deaconship. I will be installed on September 28th. So things are still going to move.
It's crazy as fuck.
But yeah, that's what she said in her
absolutely
her
crazy
video. So the attacks never stop. Now the sidestepping it continues. Don't forget, people, that this entire Social Security scandal all started because Mona got pissed off and said she was going to try to mess up my benefits. And then
Right.
next thing you know, I'm now an accomplice of receiving stolen social security information. So I don't know how that all is supposed to, bounce. I did make reports. I did, report the whole thing. I will step out on a limb and say I really think a lot of lies were told when it comes to this whole social security scandal. So don't really don't believe the hype. I'll just put it like that based on what I got.
Okay, well, let me ask you this then. Well, I got to ask you a question about that.
There is no scandal.
KKC, let me ask you this question. If you can answer this question, to what extent do you think Mona actually participated in this situation?
I believe she used a prior occupation to acquire information.
But not from Social Security.
No, not from there. I can say that.
Okay.
I don't even think
you're the closest. You're the closest one to that. So I'm gonna take your word for it because I question her history of working at that particular agency. But I'm gonna take your word for it.
AMS was cool with Mona because she was in Winston-Salem, which is where my peoples is from. And if you remember, one of the other things that came out of that was Mona came threw up my sister's place of work, her place of business, and threatened to goddamn assault her. That's really what AMS wanted to get out of the situation. Yeah, that's what she wanted from Mona. Mona was right there in the 336.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can say for sure that Mona looked up information as far as behavioral health goes.
Ooh.
And I'm not sure to what extent she was able to gather information. One person for sure that I know she looked up was Dawn. And that was back when Dawn really came on the scene through TC Neal. And she wanted to know like how serious his situation was. And so she found out pretty much saying that he could commit a crime and probably get away with it. So I know that much, but based off that and based off what I know from speaking to Social Security officials or whatever you want to call them, I don't think she worked there.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, you closer to the situation than anybody else. I mean, if you feel that way, I always felt the story was a bit, choppy a little bit, so I couldn't tell from what was given. So, I mean, obviously you had to deal with it, so you would, know better than anybody else. So I'll run with that, like, because here's what I do have proof.
What we do have proof of, and I've got that. I mean, I got all her emails saved too. No, but she sent me transcripts Social Security number right there in the thing, and was asking me to put that shit out. And I mean, I guess she thought I was some kind of fool. No, hell no. But yeah, she sent me that. So the only confirmed Social Security numbers I know that's been put out in the sector have been by her, and that was behind the scenes.
You talking about Anti?
Yeah.
Because that's what I was gonna say. The only one that's confirmed to have been definitely passing around Social Security numbers is Anti. Now, the Mona thing, I always question that. I've had arguments with people in this sector and everything over this shit. Because it was Anti is the one that put out the email between her and Mona, where Mona said, I never took that job, right? She said, but then she was saying some other shit. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I remember her saying she never took the job at Social Security. So now you're confirming that.
The way the email was worded, because that's what I came up to say, because I'm busier than I'm busier than a Northeast Arkansas Walmart on a Christmas Eve today, so I'm going to drop down after I say this. The email, it said exactly, I ended up staying at the airline because it gives me access to all these states. Shakim's going to be very surprised when I show up at his court date. That is exactly what the email said. I ended up staying at the
Exactly.
airline. So I'm
Yep.
going to drop down.
Shout out to Steph.
All right.
There it
Thank
is.
you,
Mic
Sam.
drop. Mic drop. Mic
Yeah.
drop right there. And make a change to the video on that, I believe.
I will also say that during the time that all of this came about, my case was in the hands of a judge when it came to determinations. My case had been denied all the way to the point to where I had to speak to a judge. So once I started making reports, it didn't take them long to get back to me. I understand there's loophole or not loopholes. There's processes and procedures. You got to go through escalation departments and investigations has to go on. But because of the position my case was in, it didn't take them no time to get back. Now, mind you, you can only say so much when you have an open case. It would be, in your best interest to just watch what you say. And because I was making money on YouTube, they knew that. It didn't help that she kept sending whatever reports she was sending herself. It didn't slow it. Well, it didn't mess up anything. It just slowed down. Like what happened was I got approved for my benefits and I had turned in everything to the court showing all the money that I was making and how much I made through YouTube, all that information, my LLC, all that. And when they approved it, it's like her reports came in right behind it. So even though I had just turned in all the information to court, I had to return in everything or choose not to turn in anything and let them investigate on their own. So that's what I chose. Because I'm like, I just proved the money that I'm making and you guys got my social. So anyway. So that's the only thing. But yeah, you just gotta be careful. Me knowing what I know now, just be careful who you decide to associate with, man.
Well, look, I'm going to take it a step further. I'm going to say this. Listen, and from what we've seen as far as the behavior of a Svengali is concerned, guys, it doesn't matter whether you associated with that lady or not. Okay, Umar Johnson never associated with that motherfucker. Okay, and look at the amount of videos that he got on him. What you're dealing with is a psychopath. And whenever they see something as a slight, or whenever they take it that somebody's coming after them for whatever reason, whether it be imagined or they having nightmares about D. Darrell for God knows why, this is a person who would do what the fuck they do. These niggas is on automatic. She's on automatic with this shit. And that needs to be stopped. And everybody that's sitting up here, taking their cues from her, making content with what she's talking about, you aiding and abetting in helping a crazy person run around this motherfucker and do what they doing. We should have stopped it a long time ago. But anyhow, what I'm saying is there's no rhyme or reason to who this person decides they're going to pick as a target and go stalk. There's no rhyme or reason to it. If it's a perceived threat or whatever, and God forbid you speak on it, because then it's really going to turn up. I've got death threats. My family's been threatened. Personal information has been put out. All of this stuff. Man, I'm sitting over here with the best hand. But I'm going to tell you this. Probably the most I can hope for is a protective order. Now, get the protective order. She got to show up to contest it. And that's pretty much, look, that's the way I'm running. I don't have to, there ain't no secrets over here. I'm going down to try to get a protective order based on 2-3 years of the information that I have. Now, when I file that protective order, they're going to grant a temporary, right? Then in about 2 weeks in California, she's going to get a chance to go to court and bring all her information and contest it and say, well, he was cussing. Or he was talking about, fucking on somebody or something like that. She can come to court with that. But what I'm going to be addressing is the defamation and the slander. And for that, she has no backup. So that's what's going on right now. And I would advise all of you guys to go to your state, see what you could do. The only out of state stuff that I've ever seen was when Binary did his thing with Shot Camp. But that's Arizona. Arizona's a little different. But I advise all you guys to go down and see if you can seek a temporary protective order.
I hear you. What's up, beautiful Bernice?
Hi, how you doing? I'm good.
What's going on, Queen?
Love
What's
peace,
up, BB?
Yes. I
Hey,
just wanted to
Bernice.
add in my 2 cents on the situation with Mona. How Afro Svengali was, I would say, interjected her into the situation. One of the things about with Mona and me is that we both had the opportunity to meet Umar Johnson. She actually hung out with Umar Johnson. Tough. And
I didn't know that.
yeah, she knew Umar Johnson very well. The area where he hung out with, he liked to used to hang out with the city workers that used to work with like work for the city, basically. Just, transit workers, bus drivers, work for the city and the public assistants and all that stuff. There was a big club that was somewhere down on Atlantic Avenue. And they was like motorcycle riders and just all kinds of different, groups of people. And he would go down there because a lot of African-American people would be there. And the schools that he tried to get people in my neighborhood to join is mostly African-American because I live in Bed-Stuy in the Brownstone area. And most of the people here are Caribbean and Native American. And we own a lot of, they own a lot of homes here. I don't own shit. But anyway, so she has known Mona since 2017. And Mona,
wow.
yeah, she has known Mona since 2017, and Mona has been under a lot of different names under the sector. And when she heard Lennon speaking about Umar, she freaked out. Or Afro Svengali did. She hurried up and got Mona up into that room. And when she did her interview with Lennon, she didn't even tell who she was. She had her voice and masked and everything. She wouldn't show her face or anything, but she told her story about what went on with her and Umar. And when I met her, she told me the same story. And I told her about the story about what went on with me and Umar. So the whole thing is that she wanted somebody that was close that knew Umar to get information. And I was in I'm part of the pull-up team with KKC, and she wanted KKC on her team badly. Bad enough where to the point where she was ready to dump Rev G.
Wow. Dump Rev G.
Yeah, Rev
What?
G was getting dragged, stomped, pushed around, called all kinds of names in your room, Dizarel.
Yeah, she tried to dump Rev G a couple times.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
This is new.
I know at one particular time, Braken had sent me some messages on that shit where he was trying to worm his way into having a conversation with me because he was actually trying to get away from Anti at the time because Anti was always talking shit about him behind the scenes to different people. Yeah.
Yes.
KKC has showed a couple of emails on that.
Where she talked bad about him. Yeah. She was ready to drop him like a hot potato, but she screwed up so bad trying to dog everyone, including me. It messed up stuff with KKC, and he had to leave her alone. Because she came in the room, and I don't know if y'all remembered how she got messed up stuff with Lennon Arner, but she came in the room dogging Glorion Murray and Glow. And I mean, she got to the point where she erased 2 of his super chats. And we was like, what the hell is going on? Afro Svengali is erasing people's super chats and stuff.
I was in Lennon's chat when she did that.
Yeah,
I was there.
She dogged him. So from that's why Lennon blocked her. And I blocked her from his room, but he took away her wrench and everything. And since then, she's been hating on me. And she can't stand me, and she's been finding all these little reasons to drag me and stuff. I'm disabled. I'm a disabled woman, so my Social Security is turned off. So she knew that Mona was angry at KKC. So she sent Mona after me and KKC. This woman, me and her, like I told you, we went to meet. She didn't drop me off at my house, but she dropped me off near my house. Because I didn't want her to really know exactly where I live because I didn't know the woman. But I met up with her. We went out. We had a nice time and everything. And we talked on the phone a lot of stuff and everything. Next thing you know, now she's angry at KKC and she's telling everybody where I live. She showed people actually where I live.
What the fuck?
Yeah, she actually showed people where I live on her live. And I have all the pictures of Afro Svengali egging her on. This Mona is not straight in her head. And this woman,
She not
Mona-
straight in her
Mo-
head.
Mo-
What do you mean
Mo-
about
Mo-
not straight in her
Mona's
head?
crazy. Mona's crazy.
Hold on.
Mona's a crazy person.
Like that. I
'Cause-
don't give a fuck what you say, yo.
It's a lot. So a lot of y'all don't know. And I don't care. I'm put it out there. Mona got pissed off one day at was it her ex-husband?
Yes.
Yeah.
So she got so pissed off at her ex-husband, she tried to kill him. She
tried to kill him.
She burnt down a building. Just tell the story. She burnt down the building
Wow.
up there.
Yep.
Burn down the building. Nigga, stop. Y'all lying.
Historic. No, it made the
What?
news.
She got
This
so
was on the
mad at
news.
KKC. No, KKC. She got so mad at KKC during an interview with the doctor.
She burned the building down.
And look, and Bernice, I was up there with KKC.
She told me
I was there.
straight up. She said,
All I was doing was I was in the chat.
I was so angry at him. No, this wasn't in the room. Me and her was talking personally. She called me on the phone and told me this shit. She was mad at KKC. And I was texting to her, calm down, don't be so mad. It wasn't really that bad. And then she was like, fuck that. And, she called me. And she was like, yo, I don't let niggas fuck with me like that. I'm going to fuck him up. And it's this, that, I'm going to find out where he live. And I'm like, calm down. She was like, you don't know. You lived a couple of years when you heard them fire stations come down the block around your way. And I was lit because it was a landmark building that she tried to burn down. Because I live in the Bed-Stuy area, so a lot of these buildings are landmark buildings. So when that building got caught on fire, they set like 10 fire stations out to save that fucking building.
Lord Jesus.
I'm telling you, that shit made the news. And she said,
y'all
that was
serious?
me that did that shit.
No bullshit, man.
No bullshit. She told me
Man,
that was me because she said she lived on the first floor and he was fooling around with some woman on the third or the fourth floor of the building. And she said she went downstairs and set the fucking house on fire and left.
What the
Yeah.
Mind you,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
She
Man, I know
wasn't
y'all
giving
lying,
any
man.
kids. That's why he was. But anyway, it's these type of stories that got me on Mona's list, and I gotta be careful. But yes, Mona. A lot of these stories she told herself, and she
Exactly.
told them live. But a lot of stuff she did tell us behind the scenes. A lot of stuff that she tell you guys as far as me and her talk, but we didn't talk like that. Yes, we did. and we talked like that heavy. But
There it
old
is.
girl
There it is.
is certified, like I would say certified, like because
She's a nut.
she had a doctor that she would talk to. She had on standby.
Yes.
She could just call her at any time. And it was for real because she would spaz out at any time.
Yeah.
And most of these therapists, and look, these therapists got people they can call, you know what I'm saying, and talk to. Like a lot of therapists is out their fucking minds, and that's what we dealing with in San Diego. This bitch is crazy.
Mona Wild, and I think she's still around. I don't think she's as active as she was because of everything. Because when she left our group, she said that she had been knowing anti-Afro Svengalis longer than she knew us, and she was always gonna ride with her. And
Exactly.
so she did a thing, and unfortunately it blew up in her face. But the problem that I have with folks that are in the sector that entertain this lady, such as Photon, I understand Photon is a troll, And you know, all money ain't good money. I don't believe money is the root to all evil. I believe the love of money is the root to all evil.
Yep.
And I believe if someone can buy you or
Spoken like a true
manipulate
deacon.
you into, here, take this money so that you can get the scoop on such and such, that right there lets me know you can be bought. Like you ain't worth it, man. And when she gets tired of you, all I can say, I hope Photon has protected himself enough to
Exactly.
where when these attacks come his way, it's not going to harm him. Because if I was still working, if I was still, you know, doing what I was doing, I can say a lot of these things would affect me. All the stuff that she's trying to do, it's not going to work. And I will put it out there. I've already told my people, you know, what I do in my spare time. They are well aware of the KKC persona and everything that I do on YouTube, because I am stepping into a major role. And there are certain things in place should she decide to go that route. Like D Darrell said to Photon yesterday, you can look around and find out. You know, that's on you.
Well, you know, KKC, I don't think she can get any traction with anything other than the public servants, and I think that's why she came out so loud and goddamn proud about.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going with the public servants. They know that's the only place they can gain traction. Anybody in the private sector or anything else like that going on, man, look, they got nothing coming. So I think that's what it is. I don't think you got anything to worry about as far as church is concerned. Matter of fact, I know you don't. But that's neither here nor there.
Huh? See, the thing is, people like Svengali, I the role that I'm stepping into, we will be dealing with people like Svengali. Svengali is ill, unfortunately. And see, this is why I love studying, you know, the Bible and my belief, because I compare myself to Jonah all the time. Jonah got ate by a fish because he didn't want to do what God told him to do. He knew that if he did it, God was going to say the people. He didn't want that to happen. He wanted God to punish the people. And so Jonah got mad and had, you know, it went off. I love that I can keep it real with God, especially when it comes to people like Svengali. Every Sunday and in past Sundays, I always go to God in prayer, not just because she's doing what she's doing and I want it to stop. It's because I hope that even though she's doing what she's doing, she's able to make it in the thereafter. I believe in the heaven and I believe in the hell. So
you preaching till times get better, baby. You preaching better than I'm saying amen.
I just hope that she makes it. But I do believe that she is a worker of iniquity. I do believe that she serves the other side. I believe that she thinks in her mind that she's doing the work of God, but that's the work of the God she serves. And so, you know, kudos to what you believe that you are doing, Svengali. Thank you so much for letting people know that I have a cracked head, because I do have a cracked skull. There's the division in my head, but you know what's so good about the God that I serve? I'm still able to articulate to you that you need to get yourself together while you still have time. The time has not run out for you, but you don't have a lot of time on your side. You are in the latter stages of your life. No matter how old you are, no matter how young I am, you have lived a life longer than I have. So therefore, you are closer to the grave than I am. And so I need you to understand that even if I am to leave this world tonight, God has sent me here in this moment to let you know you can't do nothing to me. If a man shot me in the head and my car crashed out and he told me I'm going to restore you to where you can tell my word, what makes you think that
Good
you
Lord.
or any report
Preach,
that
brother.
your
Come on,
friend
man. Come on,
Real
man.
Glizzy Hot
Come on,
Dog is
Pastor.
gonna do to me?
Come
You're
on,
not gonna
Pastor.
do
Amen.
anything but upset yourself while I get ready to play my next video game. Okay, all right.
Amen. Amen.
Miss T.
Hey,
Bree,
Amen.
how
hey,
you
hey,
doing?
Lord
That's
have
my
mercy.
bro. That's my godson, y'all.
That
I love
man, that,
y'all,
that,
man.
that man
I done
preached
came
10
a
times,
long
got
way.
better, man.
I love this sector. Y'all seen me come from bad times to good times, man.
Mm-hmm.
I have grown in front of y'all, and I really appreciate every last one of y'all. I really do.
Amen. Amen, bro.
All right,
I
go
hear
ahead.
you, brother.
Mhm.
I hear you.
Amen.
For real.
Now that was a word. And that was a word from on high right there.
It's true.
But I'll be out here like I'm out here like John the Baptist, you know what I'm saying? Just hollering in the wilderness, you know what I'm saying? Who hard, nigga? And the thing is, nobody's hard. Svengalis and them can't launch no attacks that mean anything. You know what I'm saying? Look, let me tell you something. I'm gonna go into this, man. When it came to a DJ drum, when it came to a Carrie Ann Wilson, the only thing those people did was send in reports, and then from there an investigation started. Now, I want y'all, every single one of y'all know this as black people. People can nitpick anything you got going on to death. And that's all they know. That is all they know. That people will get up in there, start nitpicking, fuck around and find some shit out that wasn't even on YouTube. Fuck around and find some shit out that had nothing to do with nothing. Right? Just by people looking at you. Because most of us try to go about our day and go up under the radar and do our thing and call it. You know what I'm saying? So that's all they did. They just interjected in places where you didn't think a person was going to interject. But as far as some sophisticated goddamn scenario that they got set up, man, you're dealing with people that's dumb as a box of rocks.
Yep.
Hey, I feel you. I hear you.
I agree
hear
with you. I feel like, and this ain't even no disrespect or nothing, but Kip be right there with them doing this same shit. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like,
That's what I
Kip
And
love.
they done
ain't got
doxed his
nothing.
right
Kip
there with
doxed
ain't
his
them
got
with the
son.
nothing to worry.
same
Kip
bullshit.
ain't got nothing to worry about. Kip is not doing nothing with these people. Kip went down to DJ Drama. Y'all stop. Come on. He went down on DJ Drama because DJ Drama had his son in his mouth, made his son the context of the
No.
conversation. That man's
So,
no. No,
so
it was
Alan,
already out there. Look, T Pre,
yeah,
I know that it
it
was out
was.
there, but
It
Drama
was.
involved himself in it. Now,
So why
everybody
wouldn't you
that
go after him
hold
and
on,
not
hold on.
anybody else?
Oh, he did go after somebody else. Now, you haven't seen the
No, he
results.
didn't. Who he went?
Yes, he
Who did
did.
he go
He
behind?
went after Pillhead and Stench. He's going after
No,
Pillhead
no,
and
no.
Stench.
That no. The root of that was Anti and Rev G. That's who
Okay,
he should have went behind.
listen. We
Exactly.
know that. I have talked. Look, I talked to the
Well,
brother.
then everything else is. If we know that, everything else is
Why you're,
irrelevant.
yeah,
He didn't go to the
yeah,
source.
Hey man, look,
that's
all I'm
what
gonna
I'm
tell you,
saying. Like,
is this: you didn't go to the source, Darrell.
Yes, I
You've done
did.
nothing.
You don't listen. Just
T
because
Pre,
I don't
you've
put
done
every
nothing.
goddamn thing out on YouTube,
Okay. Well,
you're
hold
ignorant
on.
of a lot
Let
of
me
things. You
put
don't
it like
know
this.
what I did.
No,
You
let
don't
me
know
put it
I'm
like
not
everything I
this.
even
did, Al.
defending that
Before
though.
you jump into
Al,
your
I'm not
emotions,
here for show and
Defending that.
content.
before you jump into your emotions, let me put it
No,
Let's
like
not
I'm
this.
even
not
Let me
in my
focus
rephrase.
on
emotions. You
that.
keep
Let me
saying that,
rephrase.
but you don't even know what I did.
Let me
You don't know.
be
Let's
real.
not
Be
even
real.
You
Let me
debate
don't
on that
know.
though. Let's not even
listen,
debate
Brother,
on
you
guys.
that.
don't
Listen,
know,
guys.
brother.
Listen,
No,
guys.
brother.
Bottom
You
line
Here's
listen.
what
is,
I
This
want
my
to say.
channel.
the
You
bottom
listen.
line is
You
Anti and
don't
Rev G
know.
are the ones that
Okay,
out there.
You keep and
guys.
I notice
This is what
what
I
is
wanted
up
to
with
say.
you taking up for Kip all the time, nigga? What
Oh,
is
that's
up
my
with this?
nigga.
Kip
That's my
ain't do
nigga.
this and do
Yeah,
that,
that's my
nigga.
dude. That's my
That's
dude.
your boy or something? Like what the
Yeah,
fuck
that's
is
my
this,
dude. That's Kip is my dude. Everybody
nigga?
knows.
Man, fuck
But
Kip.
listen, check
Man,
this out.
fuck
This is what I want to say.
no, nigga, no. We
None of
ain't
us
doing
have
that.
been
Nah,
successful in
nigga.
getting
We
anything
not.
done. How about that?
Nah,
None of us have.
nigga. You out? Nigga, get your ass out of here. We ain't about to do that. We ain't about to do this Kip kissing ass day. What the fuck is this?
Hell no, because
Stop,
I'm just
nigga.
saying
Stop.
you can't get mad at grown man and me and mines and drama and all these people without coming back to the fact that it came out from Anti and Rev G. It
Well,
came
that's
like
Yeah, like
I
we
don't
ain't about to
it
do
understand.
came out
this.
from them.
And I
Like,
don't.
Would
And
you
that's
say?
what I was saying. I don't understand the whole thing with Kip following behind Afro Svengali, because I know how you feel about April T. Pre, but I'm sorry, they was going hard on Kip. So I don't
They
understand.
did, but they
And it
listen.
was
They got
using,
it
and
from
Afro Svengali was using
they.
them to do it.
They
And
well, that's my
and that
point.
was
They
the
got it
disgusting
from
thing.
them.
Exactly, and
That's
that's
the
what
point.
I don't
Yeah,
understand. Why is he over there with them? What is
I don't
what
understand
he
that.
don't see from
Yeah.
them?
Yeah, because he can
like
go after drama all day, but it don't make any sense because drama's not the person that released your shit. It was Anti.
When I
facts.
was on Shakia Ross
It wasn't
page,
no Social Security. It wasn't
exactly,
none of this bullshit y'all
none of
making
that was
up.
going
None of
on.
this shit.
None of
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
going on.
literally Anti
And
that
Afro
released your
Svengali,
shit.
not for nothing, she went from Smoke's room to Propane's room to KKC's room to Slander's room, and then when she got to DJ Drama's room, that's when all shit broke loose, when she couldn't take it no more. And all of a sudden, and Rev G, why is he talking about my wife? Everybody's talking about my wife. And here comes Kip with a problem. That was your problem, Kip, not Rev G's and Afro Spengali's problem. Why did you have to take it to them? That's all I want to know. And get them involved in something they don't have nothing to do with, especially when they was dragging you for 2 years.
And they literally are the reason why the sector knows that your son is a pedophile.
Exactly.
We all know because of Anti. Like that's how we
Because
know.
of her.
Not Drama, not Raw B,
Nope.
not Me and Mine. Anti.
Anti-Afro Svengali.
Yeah, we ain't about to do this. Well, he did this and nah, nigga Kip should have went after the source, Alan. We not about to do this. Kip did. No. That nigga pussyfoot around everybody except the people that he should have. If you gonna do that, you went after grown. You did stuff with grown man. You did stuff with me and all of them people, except for the people you hanging around with. That shit don't even make no sense. Ain't no way you can get around that, Alan. I'm not entertaining that shit today.
I would just
I'm
ask
not
the question.
entertaining that. I'm not.
Who has been successful?
I have.
AFW.
She lost her job. She ran from her fucking job.
Well,
Yeah.
but I'm saying, but she here though.
So it don't matter. But that don't matter. This doesn't mean. Listen, in the grand scheme of things, you telling me her job? This means more than her job?
Yeah, because
no,
I
the
don't think
fuck
she had a job to begin
nigga,
with.
stop. Now you sound ill. You sound ill right now. This means more to her than her job.
Wow.
Who am I
talking
talking to, man?
I'm gonna tell you what she had. She had.
Can you
She had her.
to me what it is that you're for, that Darrell is against, because I'm really not understanding that part. I got.
Well, me and Darrell don't have no argument.
Well, it sounds like he's very upset about something with you.
You know what? What I'm saying is, guys, can anybody tell me right now how much traction have we made against Svengali? How much? What's the difference between the traction that Kip has made and we have made? I want to know.
I made a little bit of traction, I can say.
Okay, then what's our goal? What's our goal with Svengali?
My goal is for her to leave me alone. I'm a disabled woman, and I really don't care what she does to anyone else. And I'm not trying to be selfish. It's just that I didn't ask for this. And I think the woman is crazy, and I wanted to leave me alone. And I don't want to get in everybody else's business to have her stop bothering me. That's my goal. You know, I don't want to know what's going on in Dee Darrell's life about what she keeps on talking about is floppy junk and shit. What is that about? That is so immature and it's so disgusting.
Well, you know, one of the things is that when she puts stuff out, people run with it. Now, I can remember Binary Code talking about the man's wife. I can remember everybody in the sector jumping up and picking up and Red Flosswater and this, that, and the third. You know that I've never said anything about Dee Darrell or mentioned his wife the whole time I've been up here, because I don't fuck with people's private information. I don't deal with no doxed information. What I need to know about a nigga, they'll say out their mouth, right? So I don't even work with that. But see, that's the whole thing. We got a sector in which that didn't happen. There was no cohesiveness when it came to that because it wasn't no real ones like me. It wasn't no nigga standing 10 toes down straight up like a flagpole. Nigga, it wasn't, we didn't have that.
Alan, you keep speaking on everybody else. Just speak on yourself. Everybody
I'm speaking on myself. I'm speaking on myself.
What traction did you get?
What the traction I got is compared to Uncle Kip is exactly the same.
And nobody, no. What traction did you get? None. Not a damn thing. Stop. You didn't get none. You still talking about filing. You could have filed a restraining order 2 years ago.
Okay.
Stop it. So quit pointing. Listen, you're doing. Listen, no, Alan. Listen to me, brother. Listen. You're doing yourself and the sector disservice by pointing the fingers of what other people failed to do instead of looking at yourself first.
I'm not saying y'all failed.
Yeah, yes, you did. Yes, you did. You've been saying that. I didn't say y'all failed. Alan, you've been saying that for the last 2 days, and you said this in other times.
I've said that we have not made any more traction than Uncle Kip.
Okay, but Kip ain't doing it. Kip hasn't made any traction with it. He ain't even going after them.
Now I don't know what the man doing behind the scenes.
He ain't doing a goddamn thing.
Hey, I don't get into speculation like that.
I'm saying he ain't doing a goddamn thing. If he is, kudos to him, but I don't see it. Until I see something, then I don't have anything to base that on.
Man,
now, unless you know some
audacity. The audacity.
Hold on, Carrie, stop. I'm talking. Hold on.
Okay,
Wait a minute. But I gotta get into this. I hear what you're saying about Kip, but and you understand from my position why I'm acting the way I'm acting, because if these people were the ones who put the information out, you cannot just look past that and focus on what everybody else doing. They wouldn't have had access to that information if she wouldn't have gave it to them. So you mean you're going to focus on the people who posted, but not the person where everything stemmed from? That don't make sense.
Okay, now here's the dilemma that we left with, man. So we go down.
No, that's his dilemma because that's his son. That's his dilemma. That ain't my dilemma. That's his dilemma.
And keep in mind how emotional he feels, quote unquote, over his son, to the point where he's going after everybody who came for his son. Well, sweetheart, the only reason why anybody ever knew anything about your son is because of anti-Afro Svengali. That's just the bottom line.
Exactly.
And guys, where is the proof of this?
What?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Where is the proof that Svengali's put out the info about his son? Because I'm pretty sure that's probably that's the question he's asking.
I said, I don't want to keep on bringing in Me and Mine, but that's where it all started, right there.
All right, and when we go down, I know, I remember. But when you go down and you file these things, right? It's already crazy enough that we talking about YouTube when we get to the police station. All right, you guys understand that it's already silly enough, but. When people ask you, hey man, where is the proof that this?
Alan, I'm sorry.
Well, okay. Me and Mine, and okay, let me just say it. Let me just stop. Stop. Listen, this is when Me and Mine and AAS were cool. I did a whole show about this. Okay, there was a multiple emails that was sent from Anti to Grown Man and to Me and Mine. Well, really, it was to Me and Mine. Okay. And she sent money and every fucking thing to them. They showed
she sent her Walmart payment. I saw that
with the PayPals and everything. She was the reason why. At the time when Me and Mine was talking about Kip's son, she was cool with Anti at the time. Mm-hmm. They was all in the chat and everything.
Yeah, and guess what she didn't say? There's one thing she didn't say. There's one thing that Me and Mine didn't say. What? And they never said it was the same way when they came up and was talking about doxing my whole family in Greensboro. This is what they said. Nobody sent us this information. We pulled this up on our own. I don't go back and show me one show, and I recorded damn near all of those lives.
Situation. I'm talking about Kip.
I'm talking about Kip too. I'm talking about, but she's never. No, I understand. She's never. She's never said that Anti sent us this stuff. She never said that about anything.
Recorded them and didn't do shit. And speaking of proof, I took the time to pull up yesterday where he did blame you for allowing Anti to run amok, because people want to come up here and lie and say they didn't blame you. But I do have the screen if you want to share my screen at any point and prove that I was a liar. In addition to the fact that he recorded all that shit and didn't do a goddamn thing. So just wanted to point that out. I can share my screen. Yeah, just let me know. I don't need to disrupt the show because everybody knows who's lying anyway.
No, you're not disrupting at all.
It was less than 24 hours ago. It was less than 24 hours ago when he did come on your stage screaming and hollering and blaming you for Anti's behavior. So if anybody wants to see proof, I have that right here. Here we go. We can just back that up a little bit and just start from when he first hit the panel. That's not hard to do.
We can do this. We can do this.
No, Al.
Hold on.
Fix that. I never said I think investigations only take too much. You just be making shit up.
Man, shut the fuck up, Perry. Don't nobody want to hear that bullshit.
Wait a minute, Al. Look, wait a minute, Al.
We can do
Let's,
because man, I'm telling y'all, man. Look, all
Al.
you motherfuckers the ones that spawn this bitch.
Then why are you here?
Al, listen.
Why are you not kicking with your rich friends?
Because I need to tell you about your goddamn self. Listen, this is what I'm gonna say, man. We gonna talk about what the fuck really happened. Check this out, Darrell. You spread the information that the bitch was putting out, bruh. You was sitting up and you was her motherfucking goddamn pawn, and you didn't even get paid for it. You didn't even get paid for it. This is what I'm talking about. You was her pawn to spread that fucking information. Now, the shit she spread on me was never going to work, my nigga, because I'm paid.
No, not true.
You kept this bitch alive. Yes, you did. All of y'all, every single one of y'all on this panel right now kept this fucking hoe alive.
Al, that's not
now
true.
Stop it.
Al, that is not about right now because that's a lie.
And all these years that the bitch was fucking you.
What has
Al.
Well, I mean, look, I don't have to do anything. The shit don't affect my job or my money. You know what I'm saying?
My money. Listen, Al. Listen to me.
It don't affect me.
Al, listen.
Look, my shit ain't on the wall. My shit is not.
Now he was just up here crying about getting doxxed. Now it don't affect him, but we didn't do shit. But he wasn't complaining about you not doing shit.
Not on the wall, nigga.
Al, listen to me, Al.
The only thing that bothers me,
Al, you're not listening.
Hold on, Darrell.
No, nigga, you talk long enough. We heard enough.
Well,
of that.
I didn't hear no lies in that.
Do a replay.
I didn't hear no
Carrie,
lies in that.
Hold on, Alan. So, Carrie, what's the point of that?
Oh, the point was that he did blame you for her being in the sector. Where we just cut it off right now. He was about to
I said he participated in that.
No,
spreading the information.
You also said you haven't
spreading
done
the
shit.
information.
And I said, what did you do? Right. And you said, I don't have to do shit because it doesn't affect
you. I don't have to, but I am. Yeah. I don't have to, but I am. Listen, what I'm saying is everybody was complicit in spreading information. I said that as soon as I got up here today. Everybody was complicit.
What information are you talking, Alan? What information are you talking about?
Whenever Svengalis put out something, okay. Anybody.
Hold on, Alan. See, Alan. The problem with
he did say D-Darrell didn't do shit, and when I said, what have you done? He said, I don't have to do anything. So when he got up here 10 minutes ago and said he didn't complain about you not doing shit, he's a bold-faced lie. That was less than 24 hours.
No. Here's the thing. No, as far as the progress, nobody has done anything. Nobody has done anything, including myself. That's the progress. That's not a bold-faced lie. And I mean, I wish you would stop trying to reach because it's plain as day. But it's just like you getting up here. It's just like you getting up here talking about people having you said that biracial kids was supreme.
No,
same old dumb shit.
Slow down. Stop. We're not doing this. We're not about to do this fighting over. We're not doing this. We here to discuss things. We're not doing this. Okay.
Go ahead, mute. I apologize.
We're not about to do this pointing finger thing. Okay. We're not about to do this. We're not doing this today. This is what happened yesterday was yesterday. Every time I go, we're not doing this, Al. You coming up here with this, then she coming, whatever. We're not doing that. Listen.
Then let's don't do it.
We speaking on Kip. You come in here talking about my whole thing about it. We're making the assertion that he kicking it with these people, taking up for him and all this other shit. And it's obvious that they're the ones who doxed him. Okay, they gave that information. Okay,
well, I suspect they did.
No, it ain't no suspect. That's where they got it from.
I can't say
that's where they got it from.
interview that I did with Let Me See a Transcript, I mentioned that to Kip. I mentioned that exact fact to Kip in my interview with her, because that's when they started harassing him.
Well, I told him on the phone. I mean, I told him on the phone. I told him behind the scenes, straight up, man to man. I said, look, man, I believe these the people that dox you.
Understand, Al, but the whole thing is that they are not fucking with him because they like him. Just understand that, okay?
Well, we know. I think he knows too. I don't think anybody doesn't know that.
Well, and he's in for something he's in for something when he's not rocking with them no more.
Well, what I want to know is, what has he done for the AFW besides jump in some chats and some comments?
Actually, nothing. That's the point.
He's tried to dox Triggs. He's tried to dox Drama. He's done everything to distract. He's basically done everything to distract from themselves, right? Like, they are the reasons why Kip's information is really out here floating around. They are the reasons why
ain't worth as much as Shakim's.
Well, the understanding that I have is that the information that Kip has on anyone that he's bothering with in the courtrooms or anything is the information that he got. Afro Svengali and Rev G have a bad way of hooking their hooks into people to make it seem like they're part of what they're doing. He's probably not giving them a dime. They probably not giving him a dime. They just want to ride on his fucking surfboard. That's all they want to do. That's all. And he's going and he's doing what he's doing on his behalf. But they're making it look like it's for him. But as a person, unfortunately, I look at Rev G's lives. He takes them down, unfortunately. But I also get this information because he'll tell people that, oh, I'm so angry at this lady that called my wife 4 times. She sent emails to my wife Jobs. You know who that lady is? That lady is me. That lady did that because this man put out a rumor that he's been chasing. I put out a butthole asshole pic. Remember when Stefan Catano gave what's his name, Flacco, that picture in his Discord room,
Yeah.
He took that and he said that I spread around the whole fucking sector a butthole pic, which wasn't a butthole pic. This picture was. This is what they did. This is the kind of stuff he did. And right now, he has a thing from me that I went and talked about his wife, saying that because D. Darrell, you was on him so hard, him and the good guys. He asked for people to go and give a good review to his wife, saying that these things that these people put on, that Flacco and some other people put on her page was fake. I was the only dummy that did the shit that said, hey, it's not fake. You know, that thing is still up there from 40 years ago. But he's going around, still telling people that I gave out a butthole pic and that I'm harassing him. And the letters that I sent his wife was for her to tell her husband to leave me the fuck alone. This is the kind of shit that he do. But this is, and so when Kip hooked his hands, and I mean, when they hooked something onto Kip that they don't like, they probably already got something on him he don't know. That's my point. And they will go and they will use that on him. So he needs to leave them alone. Period.
Well, it's obvious. It's obvious that, I mean, look, I think, like I said, we all know that, right? Everybody understands that. And I think he knows it too. And at this point, maybe he don't care. All I'm saying is, I can't tell you definitively what the man is doing or what he's not doing. What I can tell you is he's done as much to get Svengalis up out the box as anybody else on this panel.
She's still here. She's still here. Where's she out the box? She's getting worse. This woman is a psychotic. She's still here. She hasn't gone anywhere. She's been attacking.
I know.
2020.
And none of us on this panel have got her out of here.
But you know, this is my witching now. I'm about to go lay down in a little bit. But
now, what y'all think about the smoke guy up in here talking shit in the talking about we all on Kip ass and we got Kip. Nah, nigga, Kip on some fuck shit. That's your boy, but he over there hiding over there on your channel. Like he full of fuck shit. That's what we talking about. Like you sitting there doing the shit that you doing, you claiming everybody else did all this shit, but you won't deal with the people who actually caused all the issues. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem with Kip. And you gossip offline like a girl. That's the problem. You know? Let's talk about
check this
that.
out. Where did All Smoke's information come from? Does anybody have any ideas on that?
Well, it came from the same fucking people.
Right. And what has he done? And what has he done to address the shit?
He ain't done it. Well, I don't know what the hell he done. I don't watch Smoke like that. So what the fuck?
I don't know what the hell he done. I don't know. Kip
I don't know what he done.
Yeah.
That ain't my priority.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, that's the same way I feel about Uncle Kip. I don't know that nigga like that. That's not my priority. But I know that, like I said, everybody on this panel has done exactly the same thing, and that is she's still here. So I'm trying. That's why I was asking, what is everybody's goal? Are we trying to get her off of YouTube? What we trying to do?
Well, I've been listening to this whole thing, and Al, you're speaking as if there has been a collective. Everybody has come together and said we're going to do this to get her off of YouTube, or we're going to do this to get criminal charges filed against her, or we're going to file a class action lawsuit. No one has come together and had a meeting like this. So to keep jumping in and out saying that we haven't did anything or you haven't did anything, that's really muddying up, you know, the
I mean, well, actually, KKC, I'm not dealing with yardage. I'm not dealing with yardage. Now, here's what I'm saying. D-Rail might have done some stuff. I may have done some stuff, but we're not talking about yardage. We're talking about a touchdown, right? And as far as a touchdown, none of us have scored one. And my thing is, I'm not saying that we have to get. I'm not saying we have to be collective.
Somebody losing their job. Somebody losing their job is a touchdown, nigga. Somebody's ability to make money.
Hold on.
Come on, man. Like,
if you're saying
nigga,
something about
stop.
a touchdown, if you're saying, you know, it's not about yardage, it's about the touchdowns. My question is, when was the tryouts? And what's the name of the team? Who's the coach? When it's
come on, man. We get down technical.
Coach D is the coach.
Am I making sense? Like,
no, look, guys. I ain't saying that anybody has to do that. I'm not looking for a collective. And all of us have different goals, is what I'm trying to say, man. I'm trying to give y'all some. You know what? I'm trying to give you a whole lot with just a little bit, man. I'm trying to make it as plain as possible. Here it is. You don't have to have the same goal. We can be united and independent at the same goddamn time. I'm just saying my goal is to see this motherfucker off of YouTube and to cease and desist with the shit that she's doing, that she continues to do, harassing Carrie, harassing everybody else. I would like to see all of those things stop. That's my goal. I don't know what y'all's goal is.
Maybe if we continue doing lives
my
like
goal
this,
has been accomplished, though, Alan.
Happen.
That's what I'm like.
Okay, that's cool.
I said that her views was gonna go down. People was going to stop messing with her. That's what happened. Now, those that still decide to mess with them, mess with her and her crew, that's on them. I've accomplished my goal. I know she's a narcissist, and I know she's not going to go away until she's ready to go away. And so, as long as she's thinking that she's going to do anything in my life, I'm only going to do what I do best, and that's frustrate the hell out of her and piss her off. Because I know I can say little bitty stuff such as certified super liar, and that's going to piss her off. And so I'm going to keep doing things that's going to be an itch in your asshole that you can't get out until you decide to go away. Because I know you're not going to go away on your own. My money is not finna get spent on trying to file charges, and because that's what she wants me to do. I don't know if she wants everybody to do that, but she wants me to take her to court. Why? Because she gets shits and giggles out of it.
Right.
I'm not going to give her what she wants.
She wants someone to take her to court. She don't want to.
I'm not going to give her what she wants.
I go on her.
All I know is this:
just to bother her. I say something stupid on her page every fucking day, and I'm not lying. And if y'all want to say that's crazy, but you can say that because I'm disabled. So, but I go on her page because it satisfies me. Because I'm not going to waste my money on her.
I'm gonna say this. All I wanted to do is show those goddamn documents, all that illegal shit that she got in those emails. That's what I'm focused on. I'm focused on the illegal shit. I really don't care what she say about me or anybody in my. I care less. All I'm worried about is illegal documents and illegal activity, those chain emails and all of that shit. That's my focus. All the other shit, they can have that because that's what really counts. When legally speaking, you being privy to information that you have no business getting, stuff that's not public. All that information is not public information. They got probably got public. They have illegal information on probably everybody on this panel. That is not public information.
Not only do they have,
and that's my focus.
But they've also there's a way that you can misuse even the public info. And what she's done with it is she's created an environment of a very hostile environment, man. So in other words, it goes into that doxing definition, which is what's the intent for even putting out the public information? What is the intent? And it was malicious on her part. So even everything that's so-called public that she's got is a problem for her. Not only, and that's not even, dealing with the private shit that she's got too.
I mean, it's really not though. At the end of the day, she's just a stupid old crazy lady on YouTube, and she really doesn't matter any more than like you want her to matter. I mean, I'm speaking for myself. I'm a square. So, and that's the thing that's funny is because of the fact that she targets mostly like government workers and professionals, she tries to dig up dirt on us, but we're all squares. Most of us are extremely square. So what are you digging up exactly? Like some people have,
I've never been arrested in my life.
Right. Some people have DV and stuff accusations, and that's about as deep as it goes. Like there's nobody up here gonna end up being an RSO or you know what I mean? Like it just there's no skeleton. What are you gonna find? Right?
Nothing.
So I just think I personally got all my satisfaction on her when she finally allowed herself to be approached by me on a panel on Photons the other day and made a complete fucking fool out of herself with her dusty ass.
Yeah, she really did.
Didn't make no sense. Saying shit like, well, if you really had a beef, you wouldn't be taking it to YouTube. Really missed 10,000 videos. Exactly.
You know she wouldn't even speak to you. That was the crazy part.
I got kind of everything off. She was like, so what if I deleted the videos when I was making fun of sexual abuse victims? So what? You can still find it in the same breath. Why you take down your video?
She telling herself every time she talks. She telling herself every time she speaks.
And nothing was better than
taking videos down.
Yeah, nothing was better than, and she only take down the videos when she knows she was being unethical, which is more damning. But my favorite was when she says that although she way sexier and look way better than me, she can't show her super sexy figure and face because she be having all her patients calling her at 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning. And if they hear her getting disrespected, they start getting violent, just like Money Love did. So to me, I mean, I got all the sound bites I need. I don't need to record a bitch for 3 years. I got the sound bites I need. Thank you.
Something is wrong with that lady. Seriously. Something is seriously wrong with her. And you know what cracks me up? Recently, she just attacked KKC saying that he was trying to be a bishop, y'all. And if y'all don't know that a reverend can also be called a bishop also. Now, what he's going to be is a deacon. That's nowhere near being a reverend or a bishop or a archbishop or anything like that. And so now Rev G is running around. He's just Gerald, y'all. He's a hip hop, yo. He's just Gerald, yo. He can curse. He can make jokes about people. But Rev G is the man that does the protesting for the rights of the gays and everyone. So I don't know what's going on with Rev G, but if he mows one more fucking lawn, I'm going to scream.
Mow a lawn?
Every time he does a live, he's talking, I got to go mow a lawn. I got to feed the animals. I got to walk the dog. I got to go to this house. I got to mow the lawn. I'm like, when do you go to work, nigga?
Ethical though. I have again, I'm not somebody how somebody up here was like, I recorded all them lives from 3 years. Like, I don't sit around recording a bunch of shit, but KKC, if you do still have a recording from when she was making fun of your family member for getting murdered.
Oh yeah. That
I
was
would
yeah,
love to see a
look,
copy
she
of
hasn't
that.
taken it down.
Yeah, I
You
have
can
it on
go
the Chronicles
their page
too.
and get it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep, I
thank
got
you.
it on there too.
Like Anti said, when you about that business, I ain't about to make 10,000 videos about whatever it is I'm gonna file. I'm just gonna file it, right? So yeah, you know, I think that one right there would also speak to unethical behavior from a so-called family therapist. So thank you. Yeah.
Darrell, do you see TMK's
KC's father, but she also made fun of, and you know, rest in peace to my girl E. You know, she actually got up there and disrespected E. I couldn't believe that. E and J. She disrespected.
Oh yeah, I remember that too. Yeah.
There wasn't even a
Yeah, I
day
couldn't believe
after
that
she
either.
passed away. She's a
That was
disgusting
crazy.
human being.
Why did she die? They weren't that old.
She passed away. We don't know what she passed away of. But
Yeah, we don't know what happened.
That's the first I heard of that.
Can you put TMK's comment up?
Right here?
That was a good comment. Yeah.
This?
I can understand being attacked in real life, but why go looking for an individual to have a reason to be offended? This is kind of what we're asking them all the time. You know what I mean? Like, why do they always come around to a space of people who they know don't like them? We don't like them.
Not to get
and because we don't like them, they want to ruin our lives. Like literally.
Well, not to get too academic or whatever, but I actually did a show on that before when me and Steph were talking about, you know, Dostoevsky is the Russian writer who wrote the book Crime and Punishment, the first like detective story that told the story from the point of view of the criminal. Y'all probably read it in high school. He has this other little known book called
Brother in 85, honey.
Okay, yeah. So I'm making sure. He has this other little known book called Brothers Karamazov with this main character, Alyosha. And there's the whole book is about how much fun it is for certain types of people to be offended. It's like it might be the first book about a Karen. And it gives a lot of like really deep meditation on how certain people can find a whole life's purpose in just going around and kind of being offended. And I could never be as eloquent as Dostoevsky, but if you into old boring Russian novels, Brothers Karamazov breaks it all the way down.
Well, you know, that's what they accuse black folks of all the time. They accuse us of being offended by everything. And why don't we like PC? And why don't we do this? And why don't we do that? The thing is, man, this person right here is not just offended. I think we've seen enough out of Svengalis to understand that this person actually needs help. This person needs treatment. This is something that's been going on. And if you look at her record, if you look at her public documents, you can tell from her life that she's a person who is not able to form bonds even in real life, man. She can't get on here and do it. She can't do it in her day-to-day. This lady is single. This lady is single. This lady has no children. And what does she find? What does she find comfort in? She finds comfort in
not all spinsters. Some of us
are
happily.
I understand. I get it. It wasn't about you. But what I'm saying is, the thing that she's doing.
No children, so.
The thing that she's doing is. This is beyond offending. This is not offended. This ain't it. This is something else, man. It's something sick. And that's why I would never carry water for her. I've never put out any information about anybody that she's ever talked about. And I hope that I hope from this point on that nobody else does.
Well, the beauty of the whole thing with her, and that's the thing, like I haven't wasted any of my time trying to get my lick back on any of these people because they're already in hell. Like she literally rants and raves on.
You was on Photons and trying to get your lick back like yesterday. You was just there. Like everything you do was trying to get your lick back.
That's not true. So I can clarify. What I meant was trying to get my lick backs like to affect their real life, if I wasn't clear. So yeah, I talk shit. I enjoy talking shit. Like that's what I'm on the internet for. But I've never had to try to affect her real life or to get revenge on her in the way that she's tried to get.
I don't think you know how to.
Okay, and what was it that you got done to her in real life again?
Not as much.
Wait, hold on. We're not gonna do this Olympics of how effective.
You're the one.
Wait, stop. We're not doing this. We're not gonna do this fighting about who did what to her.
I just want to say my point was I don't want to do anything. There's only one person up here that's screaming and hollering and nothing's been done and hasn't done shit.
Yeah, like let's not do that.
I've done stuff.
Al, stop. Al, let it go. If you do your own thing independently, it's not going. It's not going to happen as a sector group goal. I'm not doing that.
I don't want it to.
Yes, you did. You did
like
want it to.
Shit Kim did to me, right?
I don't want
have
it
to try to get revenge.
Yeah, like I'm doing my thing individually. I'm willing to help those that are doing their thing. You can help me if I need whatever. That's
all roads lead to the same place.
Yeah, like we just handle our shit individually.
Yeah,
I got shit in motion. I got my things in motion. My shit is not for content. I'm not gonna be going live like Kip and other people when they posting and going file and all this other shit. I'm not doing all of that. I'm not about to get up there showing the video and posting and sending videos to other people and sending documents and telling people to go live and all that shit for the sake of YouTube. No, this is gonna totally be handled
good for you.
Offline. I'm gonna deal with it in my own fashion, and if you don't know, you just don't know. She'll know, and that's all that counts. That's all that counts. This shit does not count. YouTube does not. YouTube public opinion does not count. It doesn't.
And it's funny that she said that on Photon's panel as she desperately tries to convince YouTube she's a tough guy. Chad T says that in the comments, he says some people enjoy pissing people off. Maybe that's why they come around. And I don't think that that's wrong, but I want to say like that book I was talking about was saying people like Rev G and Anti, it's really more about the self-righteousness, and it's about them feeling inferior, and that by getting offended, it's just like projecting their own self-loathing. So to be a good Christian, they don't a reverend could go out and do good deeds and be a leader and stick up for people in trouble, or he could just accuse everybody else of being worse than himself. And one of those appeals to a certain type of person, and the other appeals to the other type of person.
Right, I feel you on that. So what do y'all feel about Smoke Guy getting his saying we giving them all this whatever? Like Smoke, like what? These are your people. Like you came over here. We not coming to your channel or other people. Like if they can sit there and talk about me and talk about Carrie Ann. I've literally sat and listened to them talk about me and Carrie Ann for 4 fucking hours straight. Literally. And nobody said a motherfucking thing about that being wrong. Literally. 4 hours. They talked about me for about 2 hours, talked about Carrie Ann, talking about how they got Carrie Ann fired, which they lied about. They talked about I did all of these horrible things. They talked about KKC in the mix. They put Al in there. They put all these different people. I've literally seen them go on Photon channel for 9 hours, back and forth, coming on there talking about us. But that's not a problem. That ain't a problem, though. That's not a problem. But then, hold on. But nobody could say, well, damn, you got D. Durrell and Carrie Ann and so mouth. Why are you giving them so much power? But then somebody
ego. He need the compliments just like Stargate do. Tell me I'm good. Tell me I'm
good.
Like I don't get that
too. Now, if Rev G cutting grass, I know Smoke is cutting grass. So I'm talking about
Smoke God is trying to get his Scooby snacks too, because the problem is they haven't been rocking with Smoke God.
Exactly.
The reason why they stopped rocking with him was because the day that I was on Remix's channel. And me and him was just chopping it up, no arguing, no nothing. They went and they got the Smoke guy to try to kick up a dust storm and cause an argument. And that failed. And because he failed, just like Remix failed, they kicked him to the curb. So he's coming over here trying to run interference, hoping that one of them would throw him a Scoopy snack. So around 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, he can roll a blunt and be sitting there doing all this for about 30 minutes. Y'all see how they laugh?
That nigga's retarded, man.
Go to the hills and smoke another blunt and talk
about
in the hills and can't pay his bills and shit.
If your drug addiction is done on the side of a mountain, it's righteous.
Talking about Smoke God.
I was actually surprised that they say
one more time.
Crazy.
I'm so tired of seeing that stupid ass map that Chat Lives Matter made. What the hell is that damn map mean? And leave Unc alone. That man is working.
Was he still doing that?
Leave Unc
Yeah, he still do it.
Well, what the pattern that I noticed, especially when it comes to men, the pattern I noticed, especially when it comes to men, and I was surprised that they stayed cool with KKC for as long as they did, because I feel like Smoke marked himself out as vulnerable because he was, for the pimping, I mean, because he was always complaining about being unappreciated and unrecognized. And, you know, that's the type of person, remix, don't nobody give me my credit. Yeah, I did this first and I did that first. And, you know, that's the type of Stargate, and then nobody, don't the girls like me. You know, that's the type of weakling they like to come scoop up. And normally from KKC to Limit Honor, when men have their own thing going on, and they not dependent on them little pats on the head, it's normally more difficult for them to keep hold of, especially a man. So that's why I think Smoke and them are Smoke really desperately need a cheering section, and that was the only one he could really attract was the pimps.
Yeah. It's very sad.
I don't know. To me, I'm shocked to hear. Like, I'm just saying, man. I'm just tripping on the fact that, like, Photon went live and did like fucking 30 hours of fucking content, and these people sat up there and talked about us on this panel and everybody in this sector. Or just let's just say the whole Umar Johnson sector, the whole fucking time. The only person that was up there that wasn't saying the shit was fucking Mikey, and that don't even count.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
So my thing is that, wait a minute, like, no, like, so they can do all of that, but then it's a problem. Oh, now we talk about them. Oh, we giving them all the power. They the content. No, they not. We just talking about the fuck shit that Kip do. We talking about the fuck shit that Rev G do, and that Andrew Michelle Stewart does. Like, we can do the same. They can talk. We can fucking talk.
Well, you know, I want to make a funny.
They can file. I can fucking file. It all the same.
Well, I've noticed that recently, a thing that they've been doing, because, you know, they couldn't get me fired or suspended or prove I got forced out or any of that shit. Lately, they've been accusing me of crimes, from scamming to when I said my friend bought something because I wasn't eligible for the deal, they said that was fraud. They've accused me of disability fraud, insurance fraud. And it's funny how I didn't get hysterical the way Rev G did when I said that he'd be attracted to children, because an accusation, I'm not afraid for anybody to look into what I've been doing. So
no, that's something I can relate to, because when the whole dishonorable discharge debacle came through and they couldn't go nowhere with that. The next thing that happened was they started accusing me of sexual assault. So yeah, they do progress. They do ramp shit up.
Yeah, and I remember you got really sensitive about some of the things you got accused of that might have been true, and other things you got accused of that definitely weren't true. You didn't get as offended by, like the dishonorable discharge thing, as opposed to domestic right. And I said, the things they've accused me of don't bother me at all, because I know that random comments on a nobody's YouTube page is absolutely
no. I get it. But the thing is, they have the whole sexual
problematic for him, because he doesn't want anybody to look into what he's been up to.
Right. And I get that, but the whole sexual assault thing, you know what, that's a bridge too far. That's a bridge too far. And you've done too much when you start doing shit like that. I mean, as a matter of fact, I came into the sector saying, hey man, look, I don't think it's correct to accuse this dude of sexual assault, talking about Shaquem, even back then. That's what I mean.
It was the SA?
No, when Shaquem accused Rev G of SA, when he made those false reports and everything like that, when he was telling those lies back then, yeah, man, I thought then, I was like, nah, bro, come on, don't do no shit like that, because it wasn't. I don't know, man. I think we're all on YouTube for different reasons.
If somebody called my job and said that, I wouldn't get fired. I just have to throw that out there. Like, there would be no way I would get fired from a rando off the internet saying that I SA'd somebody.
Yeah, but it's still, you know what? Like I say, for me, I just had to speak on that. I don't appreciate any black person getting accused of anything that they didn't do. We got enough problems.
Okay with a white person getting accused of SA?
No, but especially for black people, I take it a little more serious. You know,
Really?
I feel like, yeah, because I mean, we got more. Look, black folks got the most problems to deal with. We dealing with the
I mean, I
dealing
feel
with the
you, but
heaviest
right is
fucking
right and
load.
wrong is wrong. Accusing
Yeah,
an
yeah, of course.
innocent
I
person
didn't
is
say that I
crazy.
didn't say that I agreed with it if a non-black got accused of something like that. I don't. I would say the same thing.
Okay.
But I'm not here to argue. I'm just making a point. And
No, I
you
just
know,
I
you
just
hang
thought
on.
that
You
was
can
a
hang on
weird
every word if
caveat.
you want
Like,
to. You can hang on every word if you want to. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm
I mean,
giving you a chance to
I think the sector. I think the sector knows. I think the sector understands that you don't fuck with me. I get it. Look, they all get it. It's cool. So let me just go on and get this out. So my thing is,
I don't think about it.
yeah, the sexual assault thing. No, I never fucked with it. But like I say, man, we had people, folks that are looking to come up and jump into the space. They're gonna go to the goddamn main doxers to get the information that they want to get. And so my goal is to get this person off of YouTube. That's my stated goal.
Okay.
Well, the problem with your
I feel
goal
you.
is, can I say something real quick? The
Yeah,
problem
go
with
ahead.
your
Go ahead.
goal,
Go ahead.
because I agree with you, right, Alan? But the problem with your goal is people like Kip, who you support, keep supporting them and call it out publicly and say stuff like, hey, shout out to the AFWs for life. I got their backs. I got you, anti. Like, these are the things that him and people like him are saying to keep these people alive. It's them that's the problem. It's not us.
I
It's
think it's
them.
good. I think it's cool. You know what? As far as, just shouting people out and saying, hey, man, go AFW, go whoever, right? Go D the Real, go Kerry, go KKC. Look, what is that? It's nothing. I don't care. Nobody cares. But when you sit back,
Well, we
and you
do because
AFW,
we do
okay.
care because they're actually they're working against, that kind of goes against the whole idea of removing them from this space. So you see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I get it.
You feel
But
me?
see,
Okay.
there's different things. Now look, there's people on here that have just talked shit to me, or said whatever. And it is what it is. People talk shit in the street all the time. It don't matter. But I'm talking about when you start spreading actual lies and doing defamation, and you start carrying water for these motherfuckers. That's something I've never seen Uncle Kip do. I don't think I've seen him. I don't think
What
I've
are you
seen him
talking
repeat.
about? What do you mean he's not doing
Can
that?
you give me one of the lies that he's repeated for the AFW?
The entire situation about drama and about Triggs is a distraction from what they did. They are the ones that put out Kip's son's information.
Yeah,
So Kip doing
I
this
know.
whole situation
Yes.
I know.
is a full distraction against them.
I know.
Man, I
I know.
will agree with Alan though. I will agree with Alan that as far as I know, I don't think that Kip has ever actually done anything to try to hurt me in real life. He keeps ranting and raving about how he. Did I just get kicked off?
No, you still here.
No,
Okay.
No, you still here.
Sorry, I thought I heard myself get clicked off my phone. Yeah, he for some reason he thinks I care about whether or not he finds me sexually attractive, which again, I'm not a 30-year-old man, so why would I? But as far as I know, at least with me, it has only been insults back and forth. And I can't
Right. We can deal with that.
Yeah, and I said, he doesn't seem to think that people should be able to criticize him. The level of anger he displays over me criticizing him does seem worrisome, but at the same time, I can't say that I've ever known him to take it. Although he's threatened me many a times, I don't know that he's ever actually done anything to try to hurt me.
I really
Not
have no
for you,
problem
right?
with how Kip feels about anti-Afro Spengali. I'm just what the problem is that I do feel. I'll take that back. Is that I don't like that he's running around praising her like she's some kind of queen, like she has done nothing wrong. When she literally was helping someone drag his ass. And
but y'all fuck with Pillsbury and Pillsbury. Who praised her more than Pillsbury?
I don't mess with Pillsbury no more. I already made that clear when I was.
How long has it been? How long has it been, Bernice, since you ain't messed with Pillsbury?
I don't know. It's been a couple of weeks now. I don't know, but
y'all crazy, man.
I don't fuck with anybody that want to fuck with her. That's
y'all crazy. Y'all got a hard on for Kip.
That's just the bottom line.
The Photon niggas is over in.
And you want to praise her, and you want to.
Photon is the biggest mouthpiece.
That's
he's the biggest mouthpiece for Svengalis and Carrie's over there.
In the same boat though. Like
he really is.
He's in the same boat.
But, you know, I expect that.
Kip, all them people keep her alive.
Like
literally.
If Kip can't fight his own battles and he needs to cuddle up to anybody who will give him a compliment on the Stargate ship, I don't really care.
I don't hate on him. He's a grown ass man. He could do what he want to do, but don't pretend like you like
what I saw
wasn't dragging you by your
What I saw was I told Uncle Kip this. I told him this. I said, look, I said, check this out, man. They trying to hitch their wagon to a star, bro. I said, you did all that work. You did everything. Why you fucking with Smoke? Why you fucking with the AFW? Why you doing all that?
He needs a cheerleader.
I don't know why everybody keeps talking about Smoke. Smoke is not even irrelevant in this situation.
Oh, I could just kind of talk about whatever I want. That's all.
I'm sorry. I wasn't saying that as an insult. I'm just saying that Smoke.
Oh yeah, no. I was just drawing an analogy of another person who is cuddling up to her only, and the only thing she offers them is praise. Yeah, it's just a sign of their own weakness or whatever. They don't have anything in common.
Hey, well now, what if the AFW is paying? What if the AFW is paying Uncle Kip too now? Have we ever thought about that? What if, look, everything around it, look, cash rules everything around me. What if they paying Uncle Kip? I'm saying, y'all, everybody, all y'all do shit for pay. Miss T-Pre, you do shit for pay. Darrell do shit for pay. I mean, what's the problem?
Well, she already said she the one claim I'm paying everybody.
Exactly.
Well, Darrell, I did see you pay a lot of people.
No, I didn't. I ain't paid nobody for shit. I paid to watch content.
All right. Well, whatever. I mean, however you want to call it. But I'm just saying,
never gave me no money to do nothing.
Yeah, he ain't gave me a dime, but whatever. I mean, but what if the man's getting paid? I mean, shit, Smoke was getting paid. You know what I'm saying? $15 to do a whole lot for that nigga. I'm just look. Come on, man.
If he was getting paid, just don't act like people don't know it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
What if Pillhead say, get your money, black man? Get your money. Go ahead.
I don't care. Get your money, black man. Get that shit.
My thing is that you're saying, Alan, you have this entire agenda to remove her from this space, but you fuck with somebody who fucks with her. Like
right. And you mess with somebody. You listen, Miss T-Pre. You mess with somebody who sat up and I didn't even know, and that person came through. Hold on, Miss T-Pre. You mess with somebody who alleged sexual assault against me, Miss T-Pre.
Y'all love to deflect to somebody else instead of taking responsibility for yourself.
No, Miss T-Pre, I'm trying to put the mirror back on you, T-Pre. If you just listen for 1 second, you deal with a person who took the information from Svengalis and was sitting up here trying to accuse me of sexual assault. Now, how in the fuck does that make you how does that make you not complicit with the AFW?
That's her point. You're the one picking and choosing. That's what she's saying about you and Kip.
Shit is what I'm trying to say. Why do you want to try to make me the analogy? Responsibility for your shit. You're the one fucking with this man.
Yeah, well, so I mean, but what does that got to do with this? I'm not spreading their information. I'm not messing with nobody. I'm not messing with anybody that's spreading AFW information.
Caveats. What are we doing?
Actually is.
But I mean, you can call them caveats, but let's call them the truth. I'm not messing with anybody that's spreading AFW propaganda.
So what?
What?
What an oddly specific way to try to carve yourself out of self-righteous. Like, I'm cool with people that's cool with her. I was cool with her.
All of y'all are cool. All of y'all are cool with people. All of y'all are cool with people that have set up and used AFW talking points. I'm the only person up here on this panel that can tell you I've never used any information about you niggas for anybody.
You a goddamn lie. Nigga, I ain't never used no AFW talking point. That's a lie. That's a lie. T-Pre ain't do it either. I ain't never used no AFW talking points. Nigga, I'm the one who started this shit. How the fuck you gonna tell me? And I've been here since the beginning. Before anybody knew who the hell you were, Al. Stop, Al. Stop, nigga. You about to get kicked out this motherfucking stop.
Because you know what's coming next. You know exactly what's coming next,
What AFW talking point I ever used?
You ran with the
didn't you make a whole song called "Doing the Breaststroke"?
Okay, and that wasn't you. Are you an AFW?
It's all about Al's little grievances.
Listen,
it's all about
listen.
him.
Nigga,
No, man, it's not. It's about the main point.
didn't you not use an AFW talking about point going on people's panels? Well, Darrell, did you commit Medicaid fraud? Think I ain't forget about that shit? Medicare fraud? Remember that shit you did?
Yeah,
Nigga, you did that shit. You think I forgot about that?
Hold on.
This whole time, man. You
Say what?
came in cheerleading and taking up for her, not knowing anything that was going on.
Yeah.
You did that.
No, hold on, KKC. Now hold on, KKC.
Yeah.
Now hold on, KKC. Did I spread any of the AFW talking points?
Yes, you did.
Yes,
you did.
Which one?
Which one? Which one? The AFW talking point that I got fired.
Which one?
That we went through this on
Nigga, you said that I was nigga. You said that I committed fraud.
No, I didn't.
You went. Yes, you did, nigga. You went. Nigga, you went to multiple. Nigga, stop. Let me kick your ass, nigga. I'm about to kick your ass off this panel. You gonna sit there and fucking lie, nigga? You went in the nigga. I can show the receipt, nigga. You went to the Golden Spear. You went to the Golden, nigga. We went over there to the Golden Spear, talking about Darrell. He a black supremacist, and the other black supremacists like Carrie Ann and this other pro-black this, and Darrell committed Medicare fraud, and he committed Medicaid fraud. He did all of this, and y'all just don't know. He always trying to. You went there and told them you tried to combine. You did the same thing with the manosphere. You did the same thing with the church sector, and now he over here fucking with y'all. That's what Darrell do. Nigga, you went over there telling them that shit.
I never said that.
Alan, also,
you a lying.
And I also didn't accuse you of sexual assault, Darrell.
Nigga, I ain't accused you of sexual assault. That's a lie. I never, nigga, Stargate did that shit. No,
Can we get a
Al Lanier.
Did you say that?
Al.
Did you say that?
Listen to me, Al. Stargate gave.
Play that song, Darrell.
Yeah, play it, Darrell.
Let me play that.
Damn.
Hold on.
Oh, y'all some bitch ass niggas up here, man.
Nah, nigga, since you want to say it, since you want to make, you mean this song? Hold on.
Bernice, you're not agreeing.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. We own this shit. Yeah.
I got a mute for this.
Come on, Al. What's up, Mr. Logic, baby? If you don't know it,
One of the best songs.
if
Come on,
you don't know it, yeah, licking it down, baby. If you don't know it, now you know. If you don't know, licking it down, licking it down, baby.
We don't hear it.
Rubbing it down, Al. You was rubbing AAS down, Al.
If you don't know, now you know. If you don't know, using the breaststroke,
Calling it the breaststroke.
If you don't
One day,
I can tell
Darrell, you gotta play the song. We can't hear it.
You done forgot your own song. You done forgot your own song, Darrell.
I can hear it.
my fingers, my tongue, and dick, and all and all. I know that
My tongue is good. Did you see what I'm saying? This is crazy.
Baby, I can make you come all over. Lay you on your back and don't turn over.
You a freak, Darrell. This is super freaky, man.
you damn right it is.
For sure. If you don't know, now you know. If you don't know, licking it down, licking it down, baby. If you don't know, now you know. If you don't know, licking it down, licking it down, baby. If you don't know, now you know. If you don't know, rubbing it down, licking it down, baby. If you don't know, now you know. If you don't know, using the breaststroke, calling it the breaststroke. One day, a lady from California called me.
Talking about AAS.
She need a massage and she feeling horny.
called him up.
I'm doing the pink panel killer wine.
Yes, indeed. She said she wants someone to go deeper, 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 deeper with pressure.
Oh no!
In your tongue, in your fingers. She wants to enjoy.
I don't support this. I don't support this at all.
Giving a body chills.
Ugly damn it.
If you don't know, now you know. If you don't know, licking it down. Licking it down, baby. If you don't know, now you know. If you don't know, licking it down. Licking it down, baby. If you don't know, now you know. If you don't know, rubbing it down. Licking it down, baby.
Alan, I never said you committed sexual assault. That's a guy. Nigga, Stargate was the one gave that.
It was Stargate.
Stargate, the one that gave that assessment of you doing that whatever style or whatever technique. She the one did that shit. It wasn't me.
She the one that's always crybaby and victim about people calling her a masseuse to give her the engine?
Yeah.
Same thing to something.
It
What
was
is
her.
the shocker?
Yes, it was definitely Star that did that.
Yeah, Stargate
That
did
song,
that
that
shit.
song, that song was you don't know.
Love that song.
Who is singing that?
That's Mikey.
Oh my gosh, Mikey! Please don't bring that into Brooklyn.
You don't know. You know.
Al, you know you was jamming out there. Al, you know you was jamming out that song.
That sounds like some 1990s R. Kelly shit.
But see, Al, I got something to say, nigga. Like, what would make you want to be attracted to a crazy sounding motherfucker on the internet that did all that shit, Al? Like, you entertained this motherfucker when you came in the
This
sector.
one the nigga that was hooking up with. Never mind.
Let's be honest, Alan. You did that at the beginning. That was the genesis of you in this sector. You
Terrell,
was
you
fucking
don't know
around
why
with her.
somebody would want to fuck somebody crazy off the internet.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Come on, Alan. Oh, now you quiet? You quiet now? What's up, Mikey? What's up? What's on your mind, Mikey?
No, just chilling.
Hey, Mikey.
Just chilling.
This nigga said he get. Hold on, wait a minute. This nigga said he get paid $500 to do a show. From who?
Yeah, that's
who paying you $500?
You said it right the first time, Terrell.
This nigga in the chat just saying anything, man.
This nigga high. Smoke, you on that good shit.
Hey man, I don't even think Smoke gets high, nigga. I don't even think he be high, nigga. That's some bullshit he's smoking over there.
Why you think so?
Because he got a cigar in his mouth. That nigga can't afford no fucking weed, man. He cutting grass
He
all
don't
day.
get
No,
high
hell
because
no.
he run too many blunts back to back. That nigga smoking.
Wait a
great.
minute.
Come on, man. That's some old bullshit.
But do Smoke even go live anymore?
No.
He don't. Okay, so he like
when I started the fishing channel, everybody was done with going live, and the shows was over. You know what I'm saying?
I'm tired of getting them crumbs now.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. I do like seeing you do the little fishing thing when you out there. You know that shit look relaxing as fuck.
Stop it. We ain't talking about fishing now. I'm a fisherman.
No, why not?
But look, we talking about the other shit now. I'm
just saying. I'm talking about this is my channel. I'm talking about the other fuck I want to talk about.
You made a song for Sting
I made the song for you, your ass, nigga. For what you was about.
I'm a man.
Because nigga, no, I made it.
Talking about dick and going deeper to another man.
Yeah, that's right. I made
that you think Uncle Kip is gay, and it's the song.
Yeah, he is. So now you think I'm gay? Nigga, you think I'm gay? You think I'm gay?
I thought you was gay from day one, nigga. To be honest with you, now.
You thought I was gay
from day one.
Al, have a good day.
Terrell call his prize.
Nigga mad. He got mad. Look, man, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be honest. I try to give Alan
I don't know why.
Grace,
Why?
I tried, man, because I'm trying to be fair. I'm trying to be fair.
Why?
But he really. Oh Lord. I tried. No, I kicked his ass off.
Him and D. Darrell. Why?
I'm trying to be fair and impartial and balanced. But he keep pushing the issue. He keeps saying that.
And the thing about Alan is he can't get nobody to his show because don't nobody want to hear his stupid double talk about sleeping white and being pro-black and all the dumb shit he be talking about scales. And so he got to come over here to a real Godfather panel, and then he want to try to run your shit because he not man enough to have his own shit. So it's really kind of despicable to watch a beta trying to take over an alpha. It's just, it's disgusting to my feminine. It's in my uterus.
My thing with him is it's like he contradicts himself coming over here, right?
Yeah.
Like he wants to, like, that's why I was pointing out the whole situation. You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean you want to, everybody come together and support to get her out of here? Like, is that what your goal is? But yet you keep coming over here defending the very person who fucks with her. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
the shit don't make no sense.
Which one do you want? You either want her out of here or you want to fuck with the person that keeps her here. Like, what the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
And then you want to shit on everybody about what they didn't do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm the only one can. Wait a minute. So you're going to tell me that you want to shit on everybody else what they couldn't do, and then you want to establish what you can do, but you never did a goddamn thing.
Not like one damn thing.
And he is in the closest proximity to her than anybody. They literally 2 hours away from each other.
Facts.
Literally. But you've done nothing.
And
nothing.
We all know he really mad because he couldn't hit that. All this shit about she said this and that. At the end of the day, everybody knows if she would have had that coffee with him, that nigga would have been more in line than Rev G.
Lord have mercy. That'd have
I'm
been
not
a sight.
co-signing this man's anger over rejection. He could take that goofy shit back to his non-black wife and cry on her shoulder and eat some kimchi. That's what he could do.
And then he keeps trying to like, this is another thing I was trying to point out. It's like you keep trying to group yourself with Kip, like you're grouping yourself with these men as if y'all are all this victim of drama and Triggs, and it's like no, you're not understanding that Anti used Kip in this whole situation to throw smoke and mirrors between herself because she's the one that put Kip's information out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
like that's
did.
it. That's the only person that he can be mad at over this situation. He can't be mad at drama. He can't be mad at Raw B. No fucking body. The only person he can be mad at.
Yeah, he admitted he only took it out on Triggs because Triggs was an easy mark because he had paperwork on him. Like, and who can respect that? And I want to say too, it's actually not just D Darrell. Somebody accusing me of brown nose and D Darrell. I'm not though, because Alan was doing the same thing.
Yeah, you've been very critical of me.
He be coming up as a beta on other men's channels, whether I like the person or they a dusty or not, like he be having to go up under men who have their own shit established, their own platform, and he be scribbing off of them and paying them and begging them and trying to get up on their panel and take over because he not man enough to do his own thing. Like that's my point.
Facts. I'm tripping because I'm tripping out at these people like, okay, I don't go over there by Photon trying to troll Andrew Michelle Stewart, Rev G, Kip, Professor, whoever the hell get up there. I let them do their thing. But every time I go live, these niggas want to come over here trying to be in troll accounts telling me, well, you got her name out on your... Like, wait a minute. She literally went live for 30 hours in 3 days talking about everybody. But so she could do the shit, but we can't talk about the fuck shit that they doing. Kip literally get on a panel and talk about me and talking about I did this, boy. Don't play this video and don't play that video of Shakim ass in my face and all of that shit. like nigga, wait a minute. But you literally telling me I can't do shit, but y'all can sit there and talk with no. And the thing about the issue I got with Photon don't ask no type of challenging questions at all. No, but then he'll get up there and try to, assess and with a fine tooth comb, like, or Dita, you said this, but how about this? And this document
He
says
does it
this.
to me too. He can ask questions when he wants to. Yeah.
Yeah, but he don't ask them no fucking. They don't get no questions. Literally none.
Yeah, that's some weirdo shit.
Well,
Yeah,
I
like,
wasn't
but-
expecting anything more from him a long time ago. So
He just gave them a foundation for them to come up there and yell and scream because
That's
they
it.
know
That's
no one
it.
was going to come to Rev G's room, and they just got finished
But
drafting.
he really thought that you was going to get in. He thought you were going to get into this Cash App fucking war with this stupid bitch. Like, if you want to take,
He lost their
if
fucking
you want
mind.
to take $300 from this hoe, go ahead and do that. I
Exactly.
guarantee
Thank
she
you.
ain't going to send nothing else.
Facts.
And
you
now
can't
that's all
blame him
you
for
got.
trying though, respectfully.
Well, he tried and lost.
Tried.
He tried on that bullshit, nigga. You out your mind think I'm gonna be up there giving you money for
Oh,
documents
shit.
to post some shit you had no business having in the first place.
He heard you say remix his name. He was like, "Oh, it's Cassidy."
The way he was up here screaming,
And
they had
Darrell,
me
look-
acting up. That you
Crazy
know what,
part
he,
about
he
it
should be an actor because he really is really out there. He should be an actor, or he should be
so
locked up,
unimportant.
one of
Like
the
his opinion about anything is so unimportant. Why would you pay him? He act like he Lipstick Alley or TMZ or some shit. Like
I don't know what the fuck he. I don't know
Like
what the fuck he
nobody's
was
paying
thinking.
you to do anything, Photon. Nobody cares about your opinion.
Nobody really care.
Well, and I mean, Photon has
$1,000
such a
to
reputation
$300.
for taking the money and not delivering. He probably don't even have no goddamn letters. Like that's the thing about when you be constantly.
Yeah.
He took Shaquem money, didn't deliver. Took my money, didn't deliver. Like, why would anybody trust him with any money at this point?
I don't know what he was thinking, but I'm like, nigga, I'm not about to get into no bidding war
That
with,
shit was
over.
hilarious to me.
Like, nigga, I do the same numbers you do almost. and you go live longer and way more than I do. Nigga, stop. Ain't no way in world that I'm gonna sit there fucking around with you just to keep, oh, she gave me 300. Are you gonna give me 500? Hell no. Just for you to sow some shit you shouldn't even have in the first place. Like, nigga, stop. Stop it. Like, I'm not playing them games with you and her. Like, if you got the documents, show the documents.
But back to Alan Logic being a cuck. I don't really mind that if Kip want to cuss and fuss and talk all his shit, like I don't really never had no problem with that. Especially because he's not even that good at it. He just be sounding like an angry old man. It's kind of funny to me, but it's the going to the police just because you mad your own son a pedo because you ain't raising right. That's the shit I never respected about Kip. But even before that happened, I never liked the way he talked about the other men in the sector. He came on my panel a couple of times and he'd be trying to curry favor with me by saying shit like, these niggas don't make no money. Like he will always be saying shit like he the only nigga in the world that ever collected a paycheck for driving a truck. And I just don't like him. But I don't mind him talking his shit no matter what the shit is. It's the running to the police because you're not a good father that always struck me as really weak and pathetic. I just wanted to be clear.
I think we all kind of agree with you on that. Like, like that's how I feel too. But that's not the issue. Alan is over here complaining about what we're not doing and how much he is doing. And it's like, but you're in cahoots with a person who's completely against your whole goal of what you claim you're doing. You're not doing shit either. So
nothing.
Okay, like that's just it. So
and
you're closer.
Follow your lead, right?
Yeah,
and
like,
it's easier, and it's
gaslighting us with that bullshit. Because at the end of the day, you fuck with Kip, and Kip fucks with her. So everything you're saying is out the window, sir. Like that's
definitely
the point.
And you're literally 2 hours away. And you telling me you 2 hours away and you got the easiest ability to do a restraining order and you ain't get shit yet, and you worried about what I got going on and what we do this and we do that.
Well,
Nigga,
how
I'm not-
pathetic is it? How less of a man is it for when you say, "Well, what did you do?" And he say, "I don't need to do nothing. It don't affect me none." And then, but in the next breath, they did this to me and they said that and it's going too far. But like, nigga, pick one.
Like I don't know what, like I'm trying not to be like, because I'm trying to be cool with Alan, because sometimes Alan do make some sense, but then he follow up with this trying to hit below the belt with little shit. Like it makes it hard to want to fuck with him. And I'm trying to give him a chance, but that nigga been throwing shots at everybody on this panel the whole time he been on here. But at the same time, you want people to do things the way you see fit.
For me personally, I don't feel like I gotta fight your battles to the point where if somebody came up here trying to roast you, I would jump in like, don't be disrespecting. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that. It's the fact that he is such a weakling and such a poor leader, and then he want to go up on men's panels who are leaders and try to punk them like that. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not the fact that he's roasting me or roasting you. It's the fact that he ain't accomplished shit. He can't get his show off the ground, and then he want to go like a fly buzzing around the men in the sector who have their own thing going on. It's just so gross.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cuckish. It's the cuckoo for me.
Can I interject and ask?
Yes,
what
ma'am.
the hell is this on this screen?
Oh, that's Kip getting his snacky snacks.
What is that purple thing? What is going on? What is happening? What is that? That's okay. I see.
It looked like a penis, don't it? Did you think you saw a dick?
Yes.
I had to look at it like, what the hell am I looking at? Yeah, I feel you.
Oh my
like,
God.
man, I'm tripping out on this shit because, man, these niggas up in there, man. Look, what got me, I'm going to say this. What got me with Al, and listen, Al, you welcome to come back. I'm going to try to give you another chance. But, nigga, if you come in here with all this low, trying to go below the belt and with these little passive-aggressive ass statements, you could just stay where you at, man. Like, I'm trying to hear you out because nobody else is really entertaining you but me. You know what I'm saying? But, like, you can't get on here talking about people and talking crazy to people. Like, you up there, obviously, you fucking with Kip, okay? And to me, I'm hearing sentiments from him as it relates to Kip got this fucking grand plan of shit. Like, he got a plan that he gonna do some shit. Man, listen, Kip is where he want to be. Kip is doing the bullshit that he been doing. Kip been on ASS ass for the last 2+ years talking about she the greatest and all this other shit. This is not new. He's just being like a lot more intense with it. But this nigga has always spoken favorably about Andrea Michelle Stewart. This is not something he just started doing. He been doing this shit for like 2 years. Like, seriously. So fuck all of that.
It makes sense though, because Kip has always talked down about everybody in the sector. He has always had this superior ass air, as if it's nothing wrong with being a truck driver. I respect truck drivers, but he be talking about it like he a fucking astronaut and everybody beneath him. So I'm not surprised. He does. He always had. These niggas don't. And he be trying that shit. He just assumed everybody don't work. Nobody got no money. He the only nigga in the world that ever filed fucking taxes. Like, I never liked that about him.
You mean a nigga like that nigga that put filters and really look like this? You mean a nigga that had y'all thinking he looked like this, but he looked like this? You mean this nigga? Anyway, look, man. Kip, look, man.
It's anti-black to just assume you in a black space and every single person there is a bum and don't nobody make money. It really go along with the AFW kind of talking points about how everybody ain't shit. Like, he's always had that attitude, in my opinion.
I stopped. Like, he don't make any sense. Like, I don't got time to listen to people who sound like runaway slaves. But the fact of the matter, he don't make no sense. He on this whole thing about, we doing this and I got this. All you doing is this nigga gossip. This nigga will literally call you and talk you to. I know, because he used to call me in the middle of the fucking day wanting to talk for 2 hours while I'm trying to work about the sector, gossiping about other men, other women. All of this, he literally does. This is all he does to multiple people. Everybody, man, this guy talks to so many people, and he does the same thing, talking about and gossiping like he a female to other people about people's personal life, trying to get information. He's swapping information, all of this kind of shit that he doing. Like it's enough, man. I don't. It's like I got a theory behind it, but I think
because I be gossiping too, but I'm kind of self-centered, so I be talking about myself.
But you're a fit. But this is a grown man.
Even as a female, I'll be like, yeah. So the thing with me is, I'll be talking about myself.
This nigga, man, listen, this nigga was sitting there, yeah, so-and-so got this. And another thing he does, he tries to get, and this is another reason why he over there with Photon, and he tried to do this shit with Remix. He will get information and then try to get you to go live about the information that he got. He tried to do that with me with drama and with drama and Triggs. He tried to do that shit with me multiple times. Oh, I got this. I just went to the courthouse and I talked to the probation officer, and man, Tito, you can just let everybody know what I did. You want to go live and do it? And I'm like, man, I'm busy. I got shit to do. I got work. I got, I'll just straight up tell him I got stuff going on. He'll literally try to get you to do that shit. And I wasn't feeling that. Like, I'm not about to do some content where you think you're going to use me as a fucking stool to pass your agenda. No. If you want to go live, you go live.
Because he might have thought that would have kept him safe, D-Darrell. Like, I'll stay behind the scenes and move all these chess pieces. And he still ended up getting exposed.
Getting caught up.
Anybody in sector history, yeah.
Yeah, but see,
about him was worse than anything that ever
yeah, like this nigga didn't beat up. This nigga got domestic charges against. He nigga been married 3 times. Every woman that he married to filed domestic violence charges. These are facts. But you want to talk about Laquan Fisher and look at the shit you was like. I thought that shit really threw me the fuck off. Like, nigga, you should be the last one trying to talk about anybody with domestic violence. Yeah. Like, seriously. Like, you should be the last one. You shouldn't speak on nobody with that shit. When you got 3 different women that have filed fucking reports on your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know if you saw it. This happened on Photons too, where it's like months after Rob B exposed all that shit about him. He ain't never argued with Rob B, but then he
sure haven't.
He never wanted to argue with me about it and telling me I gotta prove it. And I'm like, Rob B already proved it. And he like, that shit ain't true. And I'm just like, why is you arguing with me about it being not true months later? Like, why you ain't argue with her when she put it out? Like, at this point, everybody already believe it's true because you ain't say shit. But now you want to run up here and tell me to prove some shit she already proved. Like, I don't know what type of, that was some of the weirdest shit ever.
Yeah, it was weird. Like again, why are you not arguing with the source? You want to argue with everybody else that's critiquing.
Right. Why I gotta prove Rob B shit?
You know,
like, what are you talking about?
like she put that shit out about your ass, and so, but you know what? If he was really real about it, he ain't even jump on nobody panel to talk shit about her.
Right.
Let's show how pussy he can act.
But Clear Blue, he ran up on me about it. It was just
and you wasn't the only one. You wasn't the only one that said so. There was a bunch of people that said some shit about what Kim did. You know, like, dude, you did all of that bullshit. And to me, I don't even get into people's business like that. But
he was like, that ain't no real proof. I was like, well, what made it not proof? He was like, I ain't gotta explain myself. You prove it. And I'm like, how I'm gonna prove it? You won't even tell me what's wrong with the proof she already gave. Like, I don't understand what you're asking me to do. Like, you want me to like look up the same shit she looked up. I'm not about to
go look up your record.
Like Robbie, I'm not a doxer. I'm not about to look up your shit. If it's already on the internet, fine, I'll talk about it. But I'm not about to be going to the police station looking you up, nigga. I don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah, nobody doing this shit you doing, going to courthouses and going to all these different places and talking to probation officers and recording the goddamn video, recording the audio and all that other shit to post every goddamn meeting. You posting audio, sending it to Smoke and shit. But now let me get back to Smoke.
Type of person, but I mean, maybe that's why he wanted to argue with me instead of Rob B, because he know I really don't care that much. But she'll go scorched earth, and who knows what she'll do.
Yeah, she'll
put
just
make fun of you and stuff. Like, it ain't that serious.
She'll put everything. It ain't that but she'll do that shit. But you know, you fucking with her like that, which he probably was doing. So she did what she felt she had to do. But my position is, you the one bring this shit to yourself, because you the one go around fucking with everybody offline. Like, you the one go around fucking with everybody. What's up, Miss Furlow Speaks? Like, nobody really, like, you a panelist. You don't have a channel, but you want to have like the notoriety of somebody that got a channel, but you want to hide behind somebody else's shit and fuck up their shit. Like, seriously? Like, you know, get your own shit and create beefs. You up there trying to create beefs and talk shit about everybody.
I really thought when Kim broke up with him that he would go away.
Nah, hell nah. He went nah. Kip been around too long. He been around before Shy Kim, so I knew he wasn't gonna go away because this is like his life. This is his favorite pastime. So he ain't giving that up. This Negro flat out told me personally that his family tells him to stop doing. When I tried to tell him to take a break, he literally said I sound just like his family, getting on him and having interventions about him being addicted to YouTube. And he told me, y'all can't tell me what to do. I'm a grown ass man. Ain't nobody gonna die. I was like, nigga, you sound crazy.
I'm more surprised that he got a family that even know what he be doing or care, respectfully.
Oh, they do. They do care. They care a lot. And they trying to
be
get
in the truck all day though. So you telling me he be in the truck doing this shit all day, and then when he go to whoever his young girlfriend is houses, he be over here doing this shit too. That's right.
Well, they live together. That nigga sold his house to go live in a 3-bedroom apartment. That makes no money.
Yeah, I know Rob B told everybody. Yeah, I know.
This nigga sold a house to go live in a 3-bedroom apartment with his young girlfriend that's basically fleecing him. That's why, see, at one time Kip was not working. Kip was actually floating off of other people working for him and living his little best life. And then when shit went left, he can't afford to keep that young woman he got. That nigga had to go back to work so he can pay that tuition at Brown University. See, and them flights. So he got to do that shit. So now that he got to do all of that, now that nigga got to go back to work and make some extra money. But look, more power to you. Do your thing. That's your house.
Care about none of that, but that's what I mean. I'm surprised she even care what he be doing. If I had an old,
she
know
do.
what I'm saying, I wouldn't give a fuck what that.
Yeah, she cares. She cares. He paying that goddamn $100,000 a year tuition. You care. You paying for my daughter to go to college, she gonna care about that.
Yeah, as long as he kept paying, I wouldn't give a fuck what he was doing on his phone. I wouldn't care.
That nigga,
personally.
well, I don't know how she feel, but I think she'll feel some kind of way.
Somebody spending all their time on YouTube. If I actually
that nigga up there giving a young boy head on after the busy bee at the hotel. I don't think she don't take that too kindly.
And with that, man, I'm gonna go ahead and jump on out of here, man.
Look, man, I'm about to go and get out of here myself, man. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. This has been fun, man. It's been fun.
Say this, D. Darrell, you went over your time.
I sure did.
Yes,
It's 3 hours and 30 minutes.
It was a great show, though. It was a great show. Thanks for having me up, D.
Yeah, peace, everybody.
All right, appreciate it.
Good talking to y'all.
Have a good night, everybody. Love, peace, and teddy bears.
All righty. All right, Carrie. Any last words? All right. All right, guys. I'm out of here, man. I'm about to go and get me something to eat and chill out. Shout out to the Smoke guy coming in. You know we had to fuck with you, Smoke, but you know I ain't got no issues with you, man. Do your thing. With that being said, guys, peace.